Just give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me share this. Let me, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I take particular liking to this chick because I ain't gonna hold you. Give me a second, y'all. Let me share this. Make sure I get some more. Give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Let me share this. Sometimes this thing it be acting up, and so let me see if we got a problem here. We might have a problem here. Some people they get mad when you got certain stuff in the chat room. You know what I mean? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? So I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about real quick, and then we go talk about some other subjects too. But I gotta talk about this one thing. There's this one particular blogger. I like to call her by her pseudonym, Leisha Smells, right? And Leisha Smells is a particularly funny female blogger. One thing I find synonymous with a lot of these female bloggers nowadays is a lot of them will go out of their way to lie, manipulate, or how you doing? Lie, manipulate, add in, put things where they're not, all for the sake of getting views. And when your views, there you go. Yes, I did. Yeah, all right, all right. Good shit. Thank you too, sir. I appreciate that. The old gal, appreciate that $30 donation earlier too. You heard? For real, I really appreciate that. That's why they having this show right now. They don't even know that. You know what I mean? Lisa Smells this particular blog, and I'm gonna get past her. We're gonna talk about other stuff, but I just want to talk about her. This particular blogger last night, well, let me start right here. In her last upload, right? Her last upload, what's going on, B? And her last upload, she put something in there in the factory, and I want to say it the right way when she was trying to describe what was going on. And hold on, let me tell y'all for a fact. I don't want to paraphrase her. That's why I'm always fair. I'm a fair man. But when you do some bullshit, I'm gonna call it out. Where the hell's my tab? There it is. And so I want to be correct on what her title was. I don't want to paraphrase her title and make y'all think her title was something else other than what it was. I want y'all to know exactly what the title was. Because I don't like misquoting people. I don't like lying on people. I don't like putting anything that's nowhere near. I don't think that's fair. That's not a fair way to play. If you're gonna say something or you're gonna, you know what I mean, put something out there, make sure that it's 100 in this, you know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and lie on people. And that's the problem I have with this girl. She added two things, and today I'm gonna have to do you dirty, shorty. You know what I mean? This for a second, I'm gonna have to do you dirty. Because I gotta prove. What the fuck did you say? What did you come? That trust me. How day is all right, Brittany? How you doing? And then we're gonna talk about damn Antney. We're gonna talk about all that, whatever. Where is that one that she put up? Because when you guys hear this, it's gonna break your neck, and you're gonna start to see, okay, this chick is lying. I went and checked this other chick out that somebody appointed me to named Miss Shakur, right? And they said, yo, check out Miss Shakur. Check out Miss Shakur, because Miss Shakur done called her out too before. I said, oh, word. They said, yeah, it's a couple people that they called her out because she always seemingly lies, adds shit to her stories or whatever. And so she tries to go about the way I think of trying to make it look like many of these female bloggers that they're all be call and everything when it comes to Diddy and things that happen to do with Diddy. They also think that they're all haul and becall to everything because when it comes to things like anything. Like yesterday, she was reporting on DJ Academics, and she came back with DJ Academics today, and I'm like, yo, shorty, that's not what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Like I had to halt her, and that's why I'm really up here, because I'm like, yo, you talking about DJ Academics crazy. And then she threw something in there where she tried to say, I didn't know what I was talking about. That's what they do. Like yesterday, y'all heard somebody come in here say the same words. You don't know what you're talking about. Then boom, when I prove what I'm talking about, then they just shut up. You don't hear no more out of them. Or they'll try to circumnavigate the conversation into something else other than what it was, right? So give me a second here. Y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about. I'm looking for something as I'm talking to y'all. I should have actually looked it up beforehand. But DJ Academics has been let go from Twitch, all right? Twitch has not given any reason why they let him go. But in her title, she has DJ Academics under investigation for whatever, and he was let go because of this situation or whatever on Twitch. And I'm like, that's not necessarily true because Twitch ain't even made up. Usually when Twitch get rid of you or outlets get rid of you, sometimes they usually get, in his case, they would usually give a reason why, you know what I'm saying? And see, here's somebody else putting the same thing. Days after controversy. You could say days after controversy. You could say whatever you want to say, but you can't say that Twitch, for a fact, removed this man because of what you're saying, and that's what she's promoting to her audience. It seems like to me that this woman has a real hard on, and she's particularly scorned on men of color when something is wrong or awry in the neighborhood, and that disturbs me because she claims, even though she claims she's a black woman, I'm getting something else from her. I'm getting either this is my three guesses. She's either half black and half Latino, like me. She's either half black and half Italian. She's either half black or really light skinned black. And I'm talking about when I say really light skinned black, that means she's heavily diluted on both sides of her family. Meaning her dad is extremely mixed and everything else. You don't come out with long curly hair like that, or you don't come out with certain skin pigment tones or whatever. And she tried to do another joint with this other girl that was actually like what you would consider, I guess, one of the FBA folks or whatever, identically to what you conceive. And you could tell the drastic difference. I was like, this seems like a black girl, a Latin girl trying to cosplay being a black girl. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes any sense to you. It's like she was dressing up trying to cosplay being a black woman. Now, I might be wrong, but I know Latino women. And when Latino women are trying to seem like they're down, they have this weird microcosm of they'll try to act like kind of white and kind of black, and then like the rest of it comes in this weird cataclysm or whatever. But what I noticed when she was talking to the black girl couldn't really identify with her personality very well, and it wasn't a very good mesh. And this is something she did on the side or whatever with another person. My face is too close to the camera. No, we're not doing that. Go find your boyfriend. All right, so give me a second here. I want to read this. Twitch streamer and music personality Livingston. If y'all didn't know, that's what DJ Academic's real name is, Livingston. All right, it's a real British name. Y'all gotta remember, Jamaica is part of the Queens from England. Shout out to everyone in England. If they bought hot tea and clunk over in Yorkshire, huh? You get a benefit yet, did you? Fucking fucks over there. Twitch streamer and music personality Livingston DJ Academics has received a ban from Twitch days after being involved in the controversy. For those unaware, he faced grooming allegations after making sexual remarks towards a minor during a broadcast, which is clearly not the case. Like I'm just saying from my perspective, when you say making sexual allegations towards a minor, that's like, hey, I want to do something with you. Hey, Chris Hansen type shit. You understand what I'm saying? To catch a predator type shit. That's what I call that. What I call, and I will stick on that because I know what I heard. What I heard in these effervescent times of let's catch a nigga real quick and throw him in court. Because that's what it is. We got ASAP Rocky in court. We got motherfucking Jay-Z. They trying to loom in. We got Diddy in court. Who else we got in court? There's somebody else in court they trying to grab up on some shit. It's numerous motherfuckers for some reason or another that they all happen to be black and male that they're trying to trip up into something. And the most inquisitive thing about me is they all rich. They all rich. And every time, like they tried to do the, she tried to do the extreme with ASAP Rocky, trying to act like she ASAP Rocky's friend or some shit. Like, bitch, Harlem don't fuck with bitches like you. Don't nobody in Harlem fuck with chicks like you. I can tell you that straight up and down. Come through Harlem trying to get an interview with somebody and see what happens. No, you might find one goofy that want to fuck with you because they think they're gonna whistle. They ain't gonna go the distance for you though. Every city got a goofy that they can go to. Yo, I'm over here with so-and-so in there. Yo, you can get the fuck out of town with so-and-so in them too. You understand what I'm saying? No, everybody don't mess with so-and-so over here like that. Anyway, what they try to present is they try to present it in a way, in a fashion where it's demonizing him before he can even get judged. And I'm like, even though DJ Academics did some stuff like this priorly with Puff, I ain't gonna let them go out there because I know the precedents it sets. And I wish more men of color would get off the pedestal of trying to fucking equate themselves with these women. Take some fucking a fingernail polish remover, put it on your nails, understand? Put your big boy boots on and get out here with the rest of us. All right, the woke generation is over. You don't have to sit there any longer and kiss the bottom tails and entrails of these girls' tushes to be seen online. You can do this all together, but we got these weak simp men on here that refuse to go for what's right and only go for what views. That's the real problem, and I'll talk about that in a minute too, because I've noticed that too. We got a lot of weak men on here. They won't even stand up for their own gender, but they'll sit there and stand up for another gender with women. How does that make sense? I just don't get that. I just don't get that. You know, I know one time I went over to get some vajay one night. It had to be like, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It was winter time, right? Yeah, they trade us. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We do or whatever. It's now 4 o'clock, 4 something in the morning, whatever, whatever. I get ready to crash out for a minute. I'm like, yo, let me just sit right here until the sun come up. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you what happens. I turn around, this bitch tell me, well, listen, you know, I gotta do this tomorrow, whatever, whatever. I said, oh, this is your regular stance. This is what you do. You kick motherfuckers out after you finish doing what you do. Oh, okay, I got you. You know, that bitch didn't care if I called her Uber. She didn't care if I jumped on the train. She didn't care what happened to me. She didn't care if the Goomies were downstairs waiting for me, none of that. Never had that happen before. And many of you guys have had that happen before too. Um, ask yourself this. And I'm not talking about, oh, some man of color shit. Just listen to what I'm saying here. If a woman will kick you out their house after they finish busting down with you, doing the do with you, or whatever, whatever, and say you ain't from over in that neighborhood or something like that, I'm talking to the young men especially. Trust me when I tell you, make that your last time going over there. That girl don't care nothing about you, or she wouldn't have kicked you out at 4 o'clock in the morning. If it was you and you kicked her out at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're terrible. You're the worst man. What about her safety? Da 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 da. Like men don't get harm done to them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. That dick appointment. Yeah, I'm going to drop this off real quick, and you know what I mean. So that's why I tell you guys, stop sitting here and ready to put your life on the line for chicks that really don't give a fuck about you. Only thing you gotta do is watch, pop the balloon and find love, and you'll get an example of what's out here nowadays. A lot of y'all are sitting on the pilot of fucking a ship that, excuse me, a plane that took off a long time ago. And y'all trying to play the captain, y'all trying to play the airplane pilot, whatever the case may be. These chicks, a majority of them, don't give a fuck about you unless you're making 80 to 100K. They can be bought. You renting your hoes. I hate to brush it down to you. I know a lot of y'all have faith and hope to fall in love, but now you purchase hoes. You got me? We purchase chicks now. And I think from the long road, we probably already been purchasing, and they packaged it up and made it look like it was something different. You know what I mean? That's what they say. So let me tell you something. He talking about that means you just ain't hit the bottom. Listen, first of all, let me tell you this. You can't get the type of bitches I do. See what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen the chicks that I had on this motherfucker? That's one. Two, that's motherfucking moist as shit. You sitting here comparing D size with another man. Trust me, son, I'm all right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even going to completely get into the conversation with you. My point is this. Women will do you dirty when it comes to your safety and not even think of your safety when you sitting back and you fully invested in their safety in 2025. Please believe that. I've seen other samples of that. I've seen niggas that pay for chicks' whole dinners or whatever. What's the excuse for that? And then they'll be like, oh, okay, thank you. I've seen niggas spend $300 on a broad buying the drinks all night or whatever, and they'll play the whole role. Or what about the chicks that sneak over into the VIP section with you? Can you pour me another drink? You talking to somebody who was in the music business, dog. I done seen the epiphany of chicks that you could never even fucking think of. I done shown pictures with me with chicks on here than most motherfuckers mind. Like, God damn, you had chicks like, yes, and still be getting chicks like that. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is, you understand what I'm saying? Stop throwing ready to throw out your fucking every body mass that you got over some of these chicks out here that really don't give a flying fuck about you. If you said, yo, I need something to eat, that bitch is gonna tell you, well, you need to go work like the rest of the men. If that chick told you, is you tell her, yo, after she done I had a chick that stayed in my house for a good year. When that pandemic shit happened or whatever, I asked this chick, I say, hey, listen, you think I can slide up over there? Oh, well, I got this going on, I got that going on, and da. What you got going on? It's a pandemic. You get what I'm saying? So what I want y'all dudes to do is translate this into a lot of these female bloggers. A lot of these female bloggers are selling you BS. BS. I'm not talking about the majority of them. I'm talking about a lot of these women. They're selling you BS. You understand what I'm saying? And they're hoping that their little psychological tropes, they're hoping that their little reverse psychology and shit like that will work effortlessly to pivot them through the motherfucking rest of their life. And what they're figuring out is, hey, I'm telling you, and I'll say it again, 2025 is the year that a lot of chicks gonna get exposed for who they really are. So let me circle back around here on this chick and her delivering on her channel the slick way she was talking. Another slick thing that she said, and what's helping me to have this conversation about how a lot of these females is talking on their vlogs, is this. She says in her diatribe on her video, she tries to slip in and say, it's like she does this new thing now where she just slips in things real slick. So if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. So I learned out about, like, I don't know, 20 videos ago to catch a chick on that because I knew a bitch that used to do shit like that. So what she'll say is, for example, she'll tell a third of the story that's the truth, right? It's the straight facts, whatever. We won't derive from that. And then when she gets about halfway through the third point, what she'll do is she'll inject something of her own. So, for example, this is classic. Like she thinks it's new to her, but that's an old way of slick, or what we call ambush journalism. That's what it's really called, ambush journalism. At one point, when you were doing it from paper, you understand what I'm saying, and printed. So this type of ambush journalism that they do online is a little bit different. Basically, what it is they rush to the screen, they give you a whole bunch of accusations, they pivot their accusations with a whole bunch of theoreticals and theories and things like that they have, and then they mesh them together into one big fucksicle, and then they deliver it to you. Dinner's ready. You understand what I'm saying? And for the ones that can't think that much for themselves or are stuck in this world where they're a lot of people, these spectators, that's what I like to call, because that's what they are, they spectators. A lot of, it's a classic gotcha. You understand? And now when you pull off on the motherfucker, it's already embedded in your head now. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to be thinking. That's why I say it's a lot of psychological and reverse psychological tropes being put and innovated in these creative stories that a lot of these women have. I pertained to y'all the other day when I told y'all before. I said, watch how many girls, or take a look at how many girls go when they're in college, because I'm collegiate. I went to a collegiate institute myself. This pay attention to how many girls end up going to college for specifically psychology as a major or a minor or an elective. I'm trying to tell you, you'll be surprised how many women go to school for psychology. And the reason they go to school for psychology, in my opinion, is so they can help navigate themselves and basically hustle themselves through the work industry. Now, how does that play into what I'm saying? When this woman is talking, and don't worry about the people that left. A lot of these ignorant motherfuckers, they not going. I'm not even calling them ignorant. I'm gonna say these uneducated motherfuckers. They can't even phantom what I'm talking about. All right, but I know what I'm talking about here. So what they do is, nah, you're not doing that up in here. So what they do is, right, like shit like that right there, where I ain't never said nothing about no marijuana on my channel. I ain't never said nothing about anything like that, right? They'll send people over to your channel to fuck with you because they know you're telling the truth. So don't threaten on that one. So basically, let me get back to what I was saying here. So say you're having a conversation, you tell a third of the truth or whatever. Invert and insert reverse psychology. And yeah, you know what? The little boy, he had been talking to him since he was 14. That's what she said, real slick. And I caught it and I said, now why would you throw that extra shit in? You understand? I looked through her page. I said, Well, where's the other videos of you talking about DJ Academics before? I found one. I found one. So that let me know too. Oh, you're a traction whore. You know what that is? Traction whore is basically one of them chicks that looks on, she sees whatever subject is trending, and instead of being innovative or whatever, she'll roll whatever the trending subject is. The reason they run with the trending subject is because the pure simple fact that's what YouTube prefers. And if you roll with that, what they'll do is they end up most of the time monetizing you a little bit higher at a CPM. So that's what it would. So what I'm trying to tell you is these bitches are given the incentive to lie by YouTube itself. Do you get what I'm saying here? The incentivism for these girls lying and many of these men lying too, because I'm about to get into that nigga in a minute too. But it occurs to me when I see a lot of these girls doing this, I say, okay, the incentivism is because of the pure simple fact that how much YouTube is going to pay you for lying, for making this boring ass story look exciting more than what it is. You understand? So when she added that, and she said, "Oh yeah, he's probably been talking to her since he was 14." I said, "Why'd you have to add that? If they already got him, they got him, right? If there's something else in that phone call I didn't hear, I heard two versions of the phone call. I heard a short version, and then I heard a slightly longer version, except for two parts in it. And even those are lightweight. I would think that no judge would look at that and be like, yeah, it's going to be further investigation in it and that. So then she switched and segued into, and let me get to that because let me show you how dumb this bitch is. This is how dumb. This bitch don't know nothing about no money. She just sit up there trying to pretend. Most of the people that you always get that always online talking about money is because they come from absolutely none. That's why they talk about money all the time. I've noticed that more and more. No, every time that every time that I hear somebody online or in my chat room or something like that, shout out to Atlanta, and somebody in my chat room or something, they tell me, oh, this person broke. Oh, you ain't got this. Oh, you ain't got. I said, that's from somebody from poverty. People from poverty talk like that. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, I live in Connecticut, dog. People with money, they don't be running around people's faces talking about, yo, I got this. Yo, we just bought the $1.3 million over in there in Darien. Oh, shit, son. You don't hear these people out here talking like that. Only niggas talk like that. Niggas of all different races, black ones, white ones, Latin ones, niggas that never had nothing before. All three of them, you'll hear them unilaterally talk like this because they never had nothing. Now, I done showed y'all pictures of me on here before, Lambos, Maseratis, Porsches, every fucking car you could think of in Miami, California, Arizona. I've been every fucking where. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't did that shit. That's why when I see people and they trying to, like, I done had niggas try to push up in front of me with a RAV4 Jeep. And I just look at niggas and be like, yo, son, are you serious right now? Are you honest to God serious right now? You know what I mean? I just kind of look at them, and most of the small ones they can kind of get, Duke came from something. I'm like, yeah, son, like, you don't want to front with me, dog. I just, you know what I'm saying? I got pictures and video to prove who I am. You understand what I'm saying? That we will have it back. We will have it. You know, so I don't be worried about that. It's the point of, if you're making money off of telling lies about people, and then the people that are legitimate over here are sitting here and we're wondering, well, why can't we make money like these fuckers are making money? That must mean that YouTube is dependent on the YouTubers to come in and lie, at least partially, and keep the excitement going. And YouTube also needs the subscribers to come in and be equally as excited for the motherfucker that's lying for them. Not only do we need that, we need you to readily come up and show up over and over and over and over and over again with your lies, added opinions, added theories, already on a story that doesn't need any motherfucking molding. Now, see, when you start doing crown molding around the place and everything like that, that's because you have a narrative. You have a narrative. And if I had to, and I'm going to say this, and y'all ain't going to like it, but it's got to be said. And I'm going to prove it to y'all. Generally speaking, and I've heard black women say this, generally speaking, most black women don't like each other. A lot of black women don't even like other women, period. Other women in general don't like each other. You understand what I'm saying? But it's even more so worse for a motherfucker if you're a man. All right? It's even worse if you're a man in today's standards, because in today's standards, because of the hiring practices, and I have to say this the way it is, the hiring practices of a lot of whites keep a lot of black men in poverty. I will say that again for you. The hiring practices of a lot of white men, specifically and purposely in many cases, keep a lot of black men out of in poverty. I've always said that. And the hiring prices they have toward the hiring practices they have towards black women in a certain scenario, those tend to be more pro in their effect because of pure simple fact they're trying to spit in our face. So effectively, if you don't get what I'm understanding, if you don't understand what I'm saying here, is that, oh, you think it's funny? Is a cap? Okay, I'll give you an example. I love a challenge. I love a challenge. We got some pole trash down here called Valley Zoo. So let's talk to Valley Zoo real quick. First of all, let's see if you're worth talking to. Because I always love to prove what I'm saying. You've been on here for 4 years. I got 22 subscribers. I'm going to give you a play, all right? If what I'm saying is cap, I tell you what. Right now, depending on where you live at, I want you to go to your local grocery store. You tell me the makeup of all the workers up in there. After that, I want you to give me the demographics of going to somewhere like your local Target. Tell me the demographics that you see in there and tell me how many people in there are brown. They don't have to be American. They could be Haitian, they could be African, they could be whatever. Tell me how many people in that service industry that those people's skin tones are actually brown, and I'll show you something totally different. I can only not even show you there. I can show you in New York. I can show you in New Jersey. I can show you in Miami. I can show you in California. I can show you. As a matter of fact, there was a young lady just a minute ago, and I'm going to show y'all that a young black woman and of numerous other black people in California, which is a trending TikTok title right now, talking about how they were being held back as a group from getting jobs in motherfucking their area because of their skin tone. So for somebody, anytime somebody comes up and they start throwing key emojis and cap buttons or whatever, I always got an answer for you. But even more importantly, it's not pointing towards racism, it's pointing towards practices that certain motherfuckers have. And whether you're privy to it or not privy to it, that's not my motherfucking issue. Now with that, I'm gonna get your bitch ass up on out of here, because what you trying to say is motherfucking that shit don't exist. Never fuck with these niggas that's trying to demise your motherfucking urban. Exactly. We have now food deserts in some of these hoods that are specifically mostly black and Latino people. You understand what I'm saying? None of your favorite vloggers talk about shit like this because they got their motherfucking head first up a Diddy's ass. But they have food deserts that are being created every moment, especially in Brooklyn. And a lot of people tell you, especially in the Bronx, what is a food desert? It's basically when you have a chain of grocery stores, the local grocery stores have been in the area for so long, and either they start losing money, or either there's so many people that's stealing from there they can't afford to stay there anymore because they're not longer making a profit, they're taking a loss, so they pull the fuck up on out of there. If you live in the New York City tri-state area, one of the things that you notice is a lot of places like the Rite Aid on 44th Street, it's gone. You ain't noticed that? Dwayne Reed, excuse me. The Rite Aid, they're closing down. Dwayne Reed's, they're closing down. What's the other one? CVS is closing locations. You go into these stores now, they've got everything put behind plastic, and you got to pull off a fucking tag and ring a button, and then somebody will come over and service you after that. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I live it. Unlike these motherfuckers that sit in their bedroom every goddamn day and do vlogs. Oh, guess what I read on Google? I'm actually out here moving about, as many people know I usually am. But due to financial circumstances, we're not currently doing that because people feel I'd rather go get my shit regurgitated from a nigga that's reading Google comments and giving their satire on it versus fucking with the nigga that's actually out there on 2 feet, boots to the ground, showing y'all what it is. That make no sense to me either, but it's a falling culture, so you got to expect the worst. It's a falling culture, so you got to expect the worst. I just had a man tell me that the other day and said, make sure you spread that along to everybody, and I do. There's the cash app if y'all want to prove me wrong. If not, that's fine too, but I'm going to promote mine. Ain't no motherfucker going to tell me. I have people that come in my chat room and tell me, don't donate to this person, and they'll sit back and tell you, that's a cap. White men hire black men every day. No, there's a certain ilk of white men that hire black men. There's a certain ilk of men that hire black women. But you can't tell me, and I'm going to show you in a minute here. I just want to put this up on the thing. You can't tell me that different. And that's why I said, what area do these girls that are vloggers, where do they fit in at? Where do they fit in at in this whole equation? Because it seems like to me a lot of these girls are playing a position. Like I'll give you an example. And this is why I say I think a lot of these female vloggers, the reality is they don't like black men. And a lot of y'all, instead of sitting down with them like Anton Daniels, he want to sit down with bitches. Oh, come on back home, sister. You can't get a whole group of bitches to come back and be like, oh, I love you too, brother. Not when they hate you. You want to sit down with these nasty, and then it's a type of elka black woman he wants to sit down with. Y'all want to sit around with hood boogers, bitches that look like they used to sell drugs, sell drugs and babysit and motherfucking run dope out of the same house. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all wanna marry bitches that look like strippers and shit. Like I just don't understand it. And so I'm like, right now in this period where you got the culture, whatever, we living in the most ratchet, trifling, no more having ass shit we could ever think of. And these same female bloggers, they're influenced by some of these trifling motherfucking situations. Like I'll give you an example. The vlogger women have always watched Love and Hip Hop. The vlogger women have always watched Love and Basketball. The vlogger women have always watched Suki Hana. The vlogger women have always watched Gorilla. The vlogger women have always listened and watched motherfucking Lotto and all these other trifling motherfucking, what's the name, influences that they had on them that all reached down to motherfucking kids that are 8 years old now. Little girls that are 8 years old now can recite these nasty, raunchy ass fucking lyrics. Some of these girls could readily identify fucking Suki Hana, and this bitch got OnlyFans. This is the inspiration of your little girls. And so when you couple that in with these trifling ass, lying ass bloggers, which they sell the message, it's okay to lie. Doesn't matter. Do what you gotta do to get by. You're a girl. You're a victim. And this is what they sell to these folks. And since they sell this to these girls start believing they can travel through life using men, lying to men, lying to everybody else, and going for the gold on each one. And it's acceptable behavior when it's not. It's not acceptable behavior to be a con artist. It's not acceptable behavior to lie to motherfuckers, especially motherfuckers that look just like you for the benefit of just you and only you. It is not acceptable behavior to sit up here and condemn your own fucking men when you don't know if they did it or not. You need an example. I saw when they did this with Tory. I saw when they did this. You need another example. I seen when they did this with motherfucking Johnny Depp. And that bitch took a dump on Johnny Depp's bed. You understand? She took a whole deuce on Johnny Depp's bed and was sitting in court. And some people say she took a line of coke up in the courtroom. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they said about Amber Heard. You understand what I'm saying? But I know she took a dump in his bed because they had videos and pictures of it. I know she was a trauma addict. And do you know this hoe ended up finding another man that wanted her and she's currently now pregnant? Y'all ain't know that, did you? Y'all ain't know that, did you? Amber Heard is pregnant again. She might have even already had the baby. I don't know. I said, what motherfucker in his right mind will wife up, knock up, and motherfucking settle for a bitch like that when you didn't just heard from this man's own voice that this bitch shit in his bed? I said, you gotta be out of your goddamn mind. But the simp market is that deep. It's that deep. If I hear that a woman took a dump in a man's bed, and this man has been in movies that I know he didn't seen before. No, you know what he wanted? He wanted the rights to say, I'm now wifing Johnny Depp's ex-wife, and I tamed her. Maybe it was Johnny's fault. I'm a better man than Johnny. This is how the niggas think. You understand what I'm saying? White ones, black ones, polka dot ones, weak men that want to compete with you. This is how they think. You understand what I'm saying? See, men are always going to men are always going to compete, but you get your competition comes in many forms. You know, just take it as like you at a gladiator arena. You're gonna have skinny dudes, you're gonna have fat dudes, you're gonna have cocky dudes, you're gonna have dudes that are like less confidence, da 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 da. But some people that be trying to challenge people that everybody ain't worthy. You understand what I'm saying? And so you'll get these women that come into your podcast that have a certain ideology that they're already ordained to, which is usually destruction, trauma, and drama. You understand? This is why you can get online and you'll catch some chicks at 6:30 in the morning talking about, girl, let me tell you what happened 8 o'clock last night. Now let me run a 6-hour live talking about how I was beefing with somebody else. And you'll find a whole bunch of other black women and Latin women in there. Ooh, girl, that's terrible. I know that's tearing you apart. Here, girl, take this $150 and get better. Then when you doing your podcast as a guy and you actually talking about some shit, you know what they'll tell you? Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. I don't like this podcast, so I think you need to quit podcast. I don't care if you got 40,000 viewers. I think as part of the intelligence for African Americans, you need to do this and do that, do this and do that. I'm like, the fuck? But your favorite podcaster can sit on and talk about who she beefing with for 6 hours. What started the beef? What was in the middle of the beef? And the beef ain't got shit to do with moving forward the culture. The beef ain't got shit to do with anybody outside of your personal feelings. The beef ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. But that's what these bitches will sell you. Beef, trauma, and drama. Day after day after day after day after day, month after month after month, and y'all accept it. So what I'm trying to figure out when it comes to Lisa Smells or many of these other bitches that's online, what I'm trying to figure out is what part is crossing the line? Can anybody answer that for me? Like, what part do we get to when we cross the line? What's too much? When a motherfucker get killed or something? Like, when is the point where we went too far? You understand what I'm saying? Because this is my prediction. And I'm not saying definitely not me or anybody from the team. Let me reiterate that. This is my prediction. It's going to take for one of these chicks getting harmed that's a vlogger for the rest of the chicks to wake up. You understand what I'm saying? I think and I'm talking about like in a real way. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's what it's going to take. Like one of these chicks is going to be heralded as example, but one of these rowdy ass dudes that just had enough. You know what I'm saying? Just had enough of it. And a lot of men out here, like a lot of you fellas is in the chat room. I understand why y'all quiet or whatever, because y'all feel like I'm speaking to y'all soul right now. Aren't you guys picking up always the type of hoes? This is a chick that wrote, aren't you guys picking always the same type of hoes? You know what? I'm about to put you on spotlight, bitch. I'm about to put you on spotlight, ho. You want to be on spotlight? Let's be on spotlight. Aren't you guys always picking up the same type of hoes? Well, let me answer you, Miranda, very quickly. What's going on? Oh, I am. Let me just answer this hoe real quick, because that's the hoe right there. Let me explain to you what I mean. First of all, a lady would never come in here pointing a finger, telling about, aren't y'all always going to get the same hoes? Usually women that have excuses like that are actually the hoes. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. Back in the days when I lived on another part of Connecticut, we used to have a frequent thing that we would see all the time. All the hoes from Massachusetts and all the hoes from Rhode Island, because we lived at the northern top of the state, all the hoes would drive down there. And once they get down there where we was, and they was on the beach and they was looking good and everything like that, we ain't know nothing about them. They brand new bitches to us. But to all the motherfuckers out in Rhode Island and all the motherfuckers out in Mass at Fall River and Holyoke and everything like that, these bitches is ran through. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you the other thing I know from having two sisters and a lot of female cousins. Anytime you get a chick to make a proclamation like that, aren't you guys always picking the same hoes? That means to imply that all men have the same wants, needs, and motherfucking desires as every other man. So all men are synonymous. So if all men are synonymous in the way we think, pick women, etc., 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 then that means that you dumb bitches are too. And let me give you an example of what I mean about dumb bitch like yourself, Miranda. Dumb bitches go out and get BBLs that look and turn around and look like fucking ants walking up and down the street. Dumb bitches go out and they be on baby number 5 and say, well, you know what? Let me have 6 or 7 by this next dude. He gonna be different. Dumb bitches sit around in the projects for year after 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 year, living comfortably than a motherfucker. That bitch will still be late on that $60 worth of rent. Dumb bitches go and float in circles. Dumb bitches are the reason why you have a music market right now that ain't one chick out there saying something positive. Every last one of you bitches is talking about shaking ass. Motherfucker, you are actually shaking ass. Got a OnlyFans. Show me an Instagram model or a Facebook model right fucking now that ain't halfway fucking naked. Got a tongue sticking out, her ass sticking out, and some revealing clothing. Show me one urban female model right now, black or Latin, that's sitting around and she's modeling. She's modeling in full gear. She ain't got her ass hanging out or whatever hanging out. The proximity, if you don't understand what I'm saying, bitch, the proximity of your whole entire gender internationally is hoe. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all might as well have a voucher that comes out. I mean, a statement that comes out. I think hoe, therefore I am. It goes so deep. Y'all teaching the young hoes how to be hoes by influence. It's not men out here teaching hoes how to be hoes. It's always been women out here teaching hoes how to be hoes. You go all the way back to Cleopatra in those days. Oh, excuse me, in the Egyptian days. In the Egyptian periods, they had brothels. They had what you call concubines for the king. You understand what I'm saying? That was a forward, fancy way of describing a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? One of the most famous hoes in history is Mary Magdalene. Jesus loved her. Oh, hoes ain't new. Hoes always been around. You go back to Pompeii in Italy, right? Whole place was destroyed by what was it, Mount Venusus, right? Whole fucking what's the name came down, whole ash and everything, whatever. After they go through the remnants of the building, what do they find? Fucking brothels. You bitches always been pay for play. What the fuck are you talking about? Since the beginning of the times of Jesus, Mary Magdalene was Jesus's favorite. So when you come up in here and you say, well, that's what you men like is hoes, collectively, as if you stand up to use the bathroom like the rest of us, so therefore you could define. I don't give a fuck else what you else say. All right. So you might as well not write nothing else. Because I don't give two rats fucks of what you got to say. Because if I had to make a guess, I guarantee you a single mom, you got some kids at home, and you live in the high-rise project some fucking where, and you going to school, right? Sound about right? The fuck? Now she said the niggas all, okay, so all men of color, we all look for chicks in the project. She didn't get nothing of what I said. You get what I'm saying? This is the bitch. She is the hose. You understand what I'm saying? She is the hose. She just in denial. I don't even give a fuck else what that bitch got to say. Now back to the subject. Now y'all see what I mean? She was the hose. She just didn't get it. And I've seen that a million times. Listen, you can have 5 girls in the room, right? Every last one of them fucking a different man. You know what one of them in the room will end up saying to you? Well, I ain't nasty like them bitches. I swear to God to you. I'm nasty, but I ain't nasty like them bitches. You understand what I'm saying? You can have 5 girls working at a strip club or whatever. One of them bitches, if not 2 of them, gonna turn around, they're gonna say, well, I strip, but them bitches be selling pussy and stripping. You understand what I'm saying? Hoes always do shit like that. When the fuck bitches ain't did shit like that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can have some chicks that rob and steal from the motherfucking store, right? And bitches will be like, there'll be at least 1 to 2 chicks that'll sit in there and be like, well, look, I stole some clothes, but I ain't steal as many clothes as she did. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that chick was just trying to do. She was like, well, I'm a hoe, but I don't be hoeing like these other hoes be hoeing. I'm a modest hoe. I'm a hoe with morals. I'm the hooker with the good heart. Oh, fuck out of my face with that shit. Now y'all see what I mean, right? She was hoes. She talking about, yo, that's what y'all like them hoes. I'm like, bitch, you don't get it. You is hoes. With no woman with no substance, right? No shit like that. Talking about that's what y'all like hoes. Any fellas, anytime y'all hear a bitch say some shit like that, that is hoes. You understand what I'm saying? Like these bitches be out here, oh my God, this is my first. Oh my God, this is the first time I've been over steps like this. Oh my God, the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God, this is the first time you want me to put my lips on it? I've never done this. I'm trying to tell you, thank you, fam. But that's not the move. He said, that hat is not the move coming from a nigga named Marcus Dupree. Marcus on the weekends is usually looking for a boyfriend. So he always goes out and makes sure he touched the snaps of where the nigga got on and shit like that. It's usually followed by some keys and there they go. There go the keys. Hey, what's going on? You look like Broke Monty from Canada. Well, I ain't from Canada, so that must be who is that? That must be the black owl chick. She likes to come in here a lot too. Listen, sweetheart, I ain't interested. You got a double chin, actually a triple chin. You got a fat pocket in your neck, and you got a motherfucking sizzling grill that look crazy as fuck. You look like Lizzo. You understand what I'm saying? With and without the weight. I ain't interested. You understand what I'm saying? So kindly, please stay the fuck out of my chat room before I start bothering your chat room. And you ain't gonna like that. All right? Peace, mom. Over here fronting and stunting like you a motherfucking these bitches is pathetic. That was a chick I was just talking to. Trust me on that. That's why they ain't say nothing after that. What kind of nigga come in here talking about, yeah, head ain't it, bro. Oh shit, let me take it off because he said that ain't it. What kind of moist ass man is that? Mardell, what's going on, baby? Ain't shit, man. Up here slinging, talking about these women and shit. I just had a chick come in my motherfucking chat room talking about, oh yeah, there's some weird motherfuckers over here. I just had a nigga come in here talking about, girl, I don't like your hat, girl. That hat ain't it, girl. Oh no. These moist motherfuckers, man, I don't be care. I'm just like down. I just break them down and joke the fuck out. I'm like, if I go look at this nigga's, like, watch this. If I go look at how much his channel was doing, he been on his 7 years and got 4 subscribers. God damn. 7 years and 4 subscribers. So that's how you know you got somebody that's a loser. That's why I say you got to start. Thank you very much. You got to start taking these people for who they are, not what you want them to be. And it's funny because before you got here, we had this girl in here. And I was talking about Lisa Smells. You know who I'm talking about, because this, quite frankly, the bitch be lying. I done caught the bitch in a 24-hour period lying 4 times. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, for example, she lied today and tried to slide in real slick because she know niggas is on to her, obviously. She tried to slick in real slick. Yeah, and DJ Academics have been talking to this young boy like that since he was 14. I said, bitch, what the fuck is say that in the reports? So she added her own spin to it. You understand what I'm saying? Then she get a little further down. She keeps on trying to add juice to it. Then she talked about puff shit today. I'm going to talk to y'all about that in a minute. Bitch, that was 5 days ago. You late. I ain't talking nothing about it because everybody else wasn't talking about it. I was like, well, you know, I don't play on that side of the pendulum when it comes to the puff shit. So I just paid attention. I said, damn, bitch, it's $5. It's 5 days later. The chat, the what's the name is right there, brother. The under Ahmad L. You see where it says $STRINGERBELL80, and it's on the screen. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're just doing a goop or whatever, I can let you know right now, my crowd, they really don't they really don't resonate with stuff like that. Like, my crowd is pretty weird. Real. The Wire. Who sent you over here? Huggy? Huggy, stop sending them motherfuckers over here. Bitch, you know you can come over here by yourself. You know that. Bitch, stop that shit. Oh, corny ass Philly shit. Bitch, you got something to say, come over here and say it to me. You been coming over here to say it to me. Fuck you sending motherfucking fake ass fucking shit over here for? Yo, dog, I don't care what you have, man. I don't care what you have. It's all good. Whatever you want to send, brother, it's appreciated regardless. We're not here with any caps of how much you have to send, so you don't ever have to feel that way here. You want to send $5, send $5. You want to send $10, send $10. All is appreciated. But we're never, this is not a spot. Now, if you send me $1, I'll probably cuss your motherfucking ass out. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. You send me $2, I'll probably, because that shit's insulting. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, whatever you can afford to send, that's fine. We don't justify clamp niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what's up, man. We're gonna get you up on out of here then. All right, peace. It goes some other motherfucker. It went from $100 to $10 to $1. That's Fat Boy right there. I know how he get down. Yeah, I know. Kylan, another boy in here looking in niggas' mouths. Here's another one they sent over here. Yo, homie, let me tell you something about Davin Lewis. You can't buy me, all right? It's been many of them niggas that try to buy me or think I'm in destitute or something like that or whatever, whatever. I put those funds together, buy new equipment. I put those funds together and go to locations so y'all can see them and not be bored with just a motherfucking white wall or somebody's corny ass fucking makeshift studio that they'd have made in their bedroom or the basement of their uncle's house. You understand what I'm saying? But for some reason or another, you motherfuckers can't get the connection to that. And so that's what we father in places or whatever. So you send whatever you want to, dog. If you're going to send it, I know you sent it. Other than that, you just playing yourself in my chat room, and my crowd is not going to react. They're not going to laugh at me. That's not the type of crowd I have. You understand what I'm saying? So you're just wasting your time. So I would suggest if you try popping jokes, go over to one of the like the what do you call them channels there? Go over to one of them T channels or whatever. They probably could use you over there with them folks over there. You know, go get one of these gossiping bitches that's lying $2. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in niggas sitting around talking. That's the problem. If black men in general, Latin men in general, start putting more emphasis into being real instead of cracking jokes and all that. And like, it's funny because I describe a lot of y'all's behavior, and then niggas is seeing you in active behavior on camera. That's the funny thing about it. So it can't never be denied. So if I ever get into a questionnaire and niggas like, I can't believe he said that, I'm like, well, look how these motherfuckers were. I'm already prepared for it. I'm like, well, look how these motherfuckers were acting towards me. You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to be? Anybody of another a race would took one of these niggas out for acting the way they was acting. You know what I mean? So that's all I say about that. Now let's get back to DJ Academics. That's what I want to talk about. And we're getting at Lisa Smells a little bit later. I'm not a proud supporter of Lisa Smells. I think Lisa Smells is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think Lisa Smells uses and lies a lot. And when I catch you in 4 lies within a 24-hour period, that is a problem. And when other people are coming, because like I said, I ran into this chick, her name is the Shakur Show or something like that. She was talking about her. And she was like, yeah, the bitch come over here, grab stories for me, and then run them back over. I said, yo, that's the same shit that happened to me. She cute. Listen, man, I ain't got nothing wrong with her being cute. Like I told you before, Ma, you know where we go with this, goddammit. I kind of want to hit it. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't, because this bitch is crazier than that bitch is nuttier than squirrel shit, my nigga. That bitch is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you just take for I won't let me get into this shit for nothing. Let me tell you how I look at it. This is how I look at it. Ma, you know I'm motherfucking what's today. Nah, there ain't no detractors. I mean, I'll give you another example about that. I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna tell you the difference between a detractor and what's absolutely true. You stupid boy. Hey, listen, let me tell you what I mean. Yesterday, she was all her shit, right? And she was talking about the Puff case. I know you go over there and check every now and then. I don't hold that against you. Everybody open and listen to whoever fuck they want to. I ain't on that shit. But listen, yesterday she was talking about Puff and she was talking about Mark Agnophilia, right? And I know if you've seen that live, you heard this part right here where she said, yeah, Mark Agnophilia, his wife used to work for such and such office. I ain't gonna say it like that, but used to work for such and such office. And that's how he got the scoop that Puff was going to get arrested, and Puff and they were avoiding prosecution. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, bitch, Puff came back to New York to turn himself in. The police ran up on Puff before he got the time to turn himself in. What the nigga should have done was he should have day one when he got back here and go off the plane. And I'll say it again, you should have took your ass down there to motherfucking Center Street, wherever you need to be at, and motherfucking called it a wrap. Nah, nigga, you want to walk around the city, let everybody know I'm home and all this shit. Nigga, a lot of niggas is hurting. They needed money. Unless you was out here handing out motherfucking 300, 400, 500, well, no, fuck that, $4,000, $5,000 to motherfuckers individually, it really wasn't no need for you to be walking around Harlem other than the fact niggas just saw you. So now that niggas have seen you and they hurting in Harlem, they need money in Harlem, you've been spending years upon years talking about Harlem, ain't putting on bread in niggas. I'm telling you the truth. All right, I'm telling you the truth. You ain't putting no money in niggas' pockets and shit like that. That's why it's easy for them to fold on you. That's why you can't find certain niggas that won't stick with you or whatever. What you're left with is niggas like me, Chrome, and the rest of us. And I hope one day you fucking recognize that. We got some guys that busted their ass. You understand what I'm saying, for this bad boy shit? You understand? busted their fucking ass. Guys that didn't eat right sometimes at the beginning. Guys that didn't have enough money to hop on the train to get to the fucking office or whatever, whatever. And in many cases, I can almost feel the energy. It felt like nobody gave a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So, to a certain extent, I can understand where the anger come from some people, whatever, whatever, having to deal with that company and everything like that. And that's like I said, we love Puff. We really do. But the motherfuckers made some mistakes. And I can't blame them for so much because, like I said, once again, I give them this fault. When we came in and we were 20, 21, 22, 23, most of us or whatever, those guys were in their early 30s, some of them in their mid 30s, some of them in their late 30s. They're significantly, almost all of them, or anywhere between 8 to 12 years older than all of us. You understand what I'm saying? But my department and my boys, I'm always going to stick up for my guys. Always. Always. We done fought and had it out or whatever, whatever. I don't know. Sometimes a family feud. I bet you if you fuck with one of them, you're going to find out what's happening. Let me find out you fucked with one of my guys. We're all coming after you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about a thing. And you're going to find out exactly why they called us what they called us. You understand? So, like when I talk about, let me double back to the circle here because I get a little emotional about that. I've been everywhere with those guys. Everywhere with those guys. This is their future too. Those guys worked hard for what we did. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 9 days. Sometimes we didn't sleep for 2 or 3 days doing our jobs. Dead serious. Or we crash out in the fucking Suburban. That was the bedroom for the night because we ain't got enough time to go back to the motherfucking hotel, or it's not even worth going back to the hotel at this point. Was just go eat breakfast, pass out for a little bit, wake up, go to the event. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. We take a shower later. Niggas got their deodorant and everything. They be good. That's what it was. So ain't no motherfucker gonna trick me out of being like, yo, you know what? Why don't you come over here and join me and do a little snitching? Huh? Why don't you come over to my podcast, do a little lying? Why don't you come over to my podcast? I'll give you $2,000. Just make up some shit and tell us to the public. They don't give a fuck. Now, I'm not doing that with you. And I refuse to do that with you. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to do that with a nigga. Fuck that shit. My whole shit go like all this is said and done. I'm talking about when the Diddy trial is over, when this trial is over, that trial is, when all that shit is over, right? What you're gonna find is you're gonna find a new verbatim. And that new verbatim is gonna be this. It's gonna be a point where people, this is as logical how the human brain works. It's gonna be a point where motherfuckers double around and circle around. It's gonna be a movement. And all these loud mouths and all these people that y'all see out here right now that's talking all this shit and everything like that or whatever, what you're going to slowly see is that crowd is going to turn their backs on them too. And that's going to be something else. Let me tell you what it's going to be. These people are going to become anti-T. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be anti-T. I said it'll be at the tether end of 2025 going into 2026. It's going to take a time for it to pick up momentum. But it's going to be an anti-T campaign. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me when I tell you, I know it sounds crazy right now, but people are tired of the T campaigns. I can hear muttering in some people's voices all across the internet. They're tired of the T campaigns. And tell how many niggas we going to put up on a motherfucking virtual chopping block and say, all right, send them to the guillotine. And it's his own people that look just like him sending them there. Therefore, the same people that they say are oppressing them and pulling them back, they don't have nothing to say with them. Matter of fact, let's go sit with them and help them lynch some niggas. That's what black women are going to come and part in. See, there's been so many black women that have been ultimately enough, they don't realize you're getting a privilege, bitch. You're getting basically somebody helping you. So which doubles me back to this shit. You have a free account. That free account is monetized. It's a privilege to be on this app with a free account. You understand what I'm saying? You don't pay for that account. But you, as a person that said they have an obligation towards the fucking culture or whatever the case may be, it's mighty funny to me that, bitch, you spending primarily most of your time as far as your material is concerned. It all seems to be pointedly, shockingly going towards anti-male, black male in particular. And I have a problem with that. So that's when I hear, the brother Ahmad L say what he say or whatever, I understand. But at the same time, bitch, I'm not sitting on your channel every day so you could bash a man of color. You a bitch of color. That makes no sense. And then these same bitches will be turning around to bash men of color all day. They'll turn around and they'll be like, oh, we need y'all help. Where these men at? We need somebody to stand up for us. I'm like, bitch, go get them niggas that you was talking about. It's all about you to go stand up for you. Go get Serena Williams' husband to help y'all out. Go get Eve's husband to help y'all out. That bitch look like the help in that Christmas photo. Y'all ain't see that shit? Y'all ain't see that Eve photo? That bitch look like that help. I thought she was the maid. Who else thought she was the maid in that picture? She looked like the maid. I said, damn, he even fell off. God damn, Philly, what happened? God damn, Eve looked like the help. Y'all ain't see that? Tell me who seen the Eve photo and tell me Eve ain't look like the help. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll check it out later. You know, I don't be on no greedy shit, man. I'm just moving and skating. Now I'm gonna give y'all a show tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I'm into. Well, like, I'm getting niggas a show. Like, you feel me? Anyway, I might even do it tonight. Who knows? Let me see what happens. I might do it tonight. What time is it? I might give y'all something tonight. 4:40. I might be able to do it tonight. It don't take me nothing about 30 minutes to get downtown. Anyway, long story short, let me keep continuing here. When it comes to Lisa Smells, I heard when she said that comment that she said, and her comment was Mark Agnafilio's wife because of the position where she used to work at, right? That's what she said. She said he alerted Puff, and somehow something illegal had come about because of that. Like he was ducking and diving, and Puff was en route to New York and came to New York to turn himself in. Who the fuck don't know that? TMZ done reported this, major outlets done reported this, Law and Crime done reported this, and somehow or another you're able to package it up as it's something else. So what she does is she knows she's in a tight box now where she can't just talk that loose shit, or at least she shouldn't. At least she shouldn't. And Mardell, you need to go over there and tell that bitch that too. She better watch what the fuck she say. Because I'm trying to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? It's I can't say too much. But certain niggas being looked at. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not because what you're saying, it's the amount of what you're saying and how you're saying it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not what you're saying. Everybody has a right to give their own opinion. Like if Lisa Smells came on there and she just delivered the gospel and said, hey, this is what's going on, da 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 da. You understand what I'm saying? And in the commanding position she is, you understand what I'm saying? I would think it would be beknownst to me that I would be like, all right, you know what? I've got a commandeering seat here as a woman. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the problem is. A lot of bitches don't know how to be real bosses. I know real bosses like Dia and many other women. I've been up around Madonna before. You know what I'm saying? I know what real bitches do. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's these fake bitches that want to be bosses, and you just not cut up for it. Really, you have no leadership qualities whatsoever. Give me some reason why a nigga will follow behind you. The only type of people that want to follow behind you is niggas that can't think for themselves. That's what y'all mistaking. Y'all mistaking some of these followers as real motherfuckers when in fact they just can't think for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because if they could think for themselves, they would have called you out a long time ago. That's the problem. She's got a whole bunch of yes teamers over there. And anytime, and listen, that's how artists is. Hell, you can go ask Jaguar write this shit. The worst thing you could do as a musician is have a whole bunch of yes men around you. You want at least two motherfuckers. Like I got one nigga. This is my goddamn brother. I love this motherfucker like my soul myself. You understand what I'm saying? I told him, I said, nigga, we're gonna be rich. Just trust me. You understand what I'm saying? That motherfucker, if I make one fucked up song, he'd be the first motherfucker to tell me. He'd be like, nah, we ain't doing that shit. And he'll say it just like that. Nah, we ain't fucking with that. We ain't fucking with that. He'll say it just like that. He'll say it just like that. And when I do something good, he'll be like, yeah, that's one right there. We fucking with that. We fucking with that. We fucking with that. That's how he is. You understand what I'm saying? I love you, nigga. Shout out to Uptown. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is. So, you know what I mean? When you get yes men around you that are online, it gives you that same fucking feeling. But if you got yes men, the same way you would have yes men around you as a musician, yes men that have people around them as a musician, they'll put out bullshit ass works. You understand what I'm saying? And it'll be all in the skies. And this is how a lot of times you lose your place because you put out bullshit music because you was listening to the ears of somebody else. Some niggas gonna always tell you yes. They always gonna tell you yes. Even if they don't want to tell you no, they gonna tell you yes. You understand what I'm saying? Because they dependent on you. Well, the same thing go for these niggas that's on YouTube. What they do is they pay attention to what the crowd responds to or whatever, instead of paying attention to what their soul does. See, that's the difference. Por la gente latino, entonces la corazón. So that's the real problem right there. Y'all niggas be knowing what's right to put up and knowing what's wrong to put up, knowing what's right to follow along with or whatever. Imagine this whole Diddy and Jay-Z story without any added help from the Black and Latin community as far as the report. Let's just sit back and say that. Let's imagine the current isolate of Diddy and Jay-Z, all fucking everything else removed, right? Let's imagine that area of the world without the vloggers. Say this was 2000, and with blogging is not that big. You understand what I'm saying? We be talking about a whole different environment. Whole different environment. We be talking about a whole different environment. You understand what I'm saying? With that point, the only thing you would have to rely on at that point is the newspapers and their twist on it. And I can guarantee you, the newspapers were never twisted the way, and they still haven't. They won't twist it the way these vloggers are. These vloggers are being left unchecked, and that's the issue. You understand what I'm saying? And there has to be some protocols and prerequisites for this shit right here. You're not going to just get up on here and say what the fuck you want to, how you want to. And if you was really smart, you really watch your coverage. Not only would you watch your coverage, you watch how much in propriety that you put out your shit. Because the more and more that you fuck up, I'll let you figure it out. I'll let you figure it out. And it ain't what you think. See, the average man, let me go ahead and say it. The more you help out, the more you're helping out. Figure that shit out. Figure that shit out. The more you help out with the anti-Diddy campaign, the more you help out. Now figure that shit out. Now, one last thing about Lisa Smells. And I ain't gonna say no more about this hoe. Look here, Lisa Smells. You're betting on you being a cute little girl. You understand what I'm saying? Cute 44-year-old girl, from what the Google search say. Cute 44-year-old girl that tries to pretend like she's 16. You're betting on your looks to get you off, because trust me, I know I ain't no ugly motherfucker either. But that don't work in every situation. You can't smile your way out of reckless misuse of the truth situation and scenario. You understand what I'm saying, gal? So what I would do is I would quit trying to be so slick, or maybe get on your medication, which is seemingly, it look like you need some. You ain't never really paid attention to her. Sometimes she be in her videos and that bitch would be like, I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Y'all ain't never peeped that shit? The bitch will be in the video, she'll be like, and all these weird ass gestures and shit. I peeped that shit last video I watched, but the bitch, she went like this, she went, and then she'll have, and if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, I got this one joy, I had to keep it. The bitch uploaded a video. This was like 3 weeks ago. The bitch uploaded a video, right? And I said, oh, okay, I see. This is all an act. So when she uploaded the video, she had pre-did the video, right? So what she did was she forgot to edit the shit because she don't know how to edit. So a lot of them be trying to prove themselves. Listen, I went to school for digital media communications, all right? Digital media. So I know how to edit better than most of y'all will. You understand what I'm saying? So if you try to show your editing skills with me, it's a complete fucking joke. You understand what I'm saying? That's just something I put together. You give me 5 weeks to work on something, I'll give you something that look like a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like, I done shot videos for people. Shout out to everybody that know videos I done shot for. I'm talking music videos, full music videos, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. They know what I'm talking about. I usually take about 2-3 weeks to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Get a turnover for it, because then I'm able to take my time, get a premise, things like that. But any video that I film, anybody can tell you, they usually come out pretty goddamn good. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's stop with that shit. You ain't my competition. That's one of my favorite sayings. You are not my competition, dog. Now, Shorty, as she was making the edit, she forgot to edit it the right way. And what you forgot to edit was the sound. All right, I'm gonna help you out. Got to bring that little bar over that says sound. That's a little green bar. Bring that over. You got to swing that motherfucker over, all right? And bring it to the point of where you intend to start it. All right, I'm gonna help you out here. You didn't do that. So what you did was your included mistake was there, and you forgot to erase both of them. So you had the mistake where she comes in and she said, "If your name is Sean Diddy Combs," and the bitch went, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up." Then like a minute went by. Who remember that video? Then she came back on, and if your name, I said, "Oh, this is a whole fucking acting role." And if you really pay attention, most of these fucking podcasters, that's all they do is do acting roles. That's why I don't do the acting role shit. I can't do the acting role shit. No, no, no. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get so I don't do the acting roles. I don't do the adding fucking propaganda. I'm not here to lie to motherfuckers. I'm here to expel people and bring them back to something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Diddy or Jay-Z fan. However, some of the plain folks out here, when trouble rise, is the ones who have their back. I repeat, neither one of these guys fans. I hear you. Yeah, and I mean, you ain't gotta be. That's why I be telling everybody, you ain't even gotta be their fan. You ain't gotta be like I'll tell you this much about New York. In the past 2 weeks, especially the week that shit was really, really up high, I know for a fact I'm always playing music and shit like that. And then everybody in New York, as you can hear, I always have to move away sometimes because people are playing music. You know what I mean? And do y'all not hear Jay-Z playing still? You go through the city, you still hearing Puff play through the city. The music ain't stopped. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really, I think a lot of these vloggers want to do. They want to stop the music. The music ain't stopped. The city's still playing the music. It's the plain old folks that have their back when trouble arises. Their millionaire, billionaire friends turn their back on them when the masses come for them. I agree with that. I can tell you somebody, the old gal, you've been here with me with it. You know for a fact that I did all four arraignments. All four arraignments. You know what I'm saying? And I see that comment too. Just give me a second. Um, I've been to all four arraignments. I covered all four arraignments. One of the joints I did like 335,000 views by the time I was finished live, right? It's still here on this page. You can go on my live feed and just scroll, you'll find them. And all four of them. So the old gal was here with me. And when I was standing there, I mean, I'm standing right in front, so I'm catching everything. Yo, word of my mother, there was three, and I talked about this earlier. I'm gonna say it like this: there's three niggas there, you know what I'm saying, that I know in the door. I'm gonna put it that way. You know what I'm saying? And they know me, you know what I'm saying? But it's the best of interest for us not to recognize each other in that situation. Let's put it that way. We recognize each other, but don't recognize each other. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I say this. When I see people all throughout the music industry that known Puff for 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, or whatever, damn near some of them. Yeah, 4 decades, some of them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You ain't never hung out with me. You don't know me. Whoever sent you over here to lie, that's pathetic. Now I'm taking a screenshot of your name. We're going to run your IP address, and I'm going to have your motherfucking ass investigated, all right? Since you That's the other one right there, too. That's probably Lisa Smells and her crew right there. I told you she does a lot of lying. That goes to show for her character. She just made up a fake profile. Now watch this. Lost West, huh? Yeah, you've been here before. 10 years and 21 subscribers. Or you somebody looking for a story. If I find your page and I'm involved in any one of your stories or whatever, I want you to let you know before I block you, right? I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue your mother. I'm going to sue everybody in your fucking house. You're not going to make it back. Remember I told you that. They keep making the mistake, homie. I don't like you be thinking like you think you know how I think. You don't know how I think. I think like a Latino nigga. I'm gonna take everything from you. I want everything you got. That's what I'm saying. Like you see how Cardi did Tasha K? That's how I want. That's how I'm gonna do you. Throw my name up into something, and you ain't got no fucking proof. You ain't never seen me there. You ain't got no video. You ain't got none of that shit. I'm taking everything that your fucking family got. You understand what I'm saying? I'm coming after you. Whoever I can come after, that's who I'm coming after. You understand what I'm saying? However, it got to be done. However, it got to be done. Now, that's me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. But what I don't take is people coming in my chat room telling lies. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. But this bitch has been lying. And that's how I know that was probably her that just came over here 5 minutes ago. Oh, that's their form of threatening people. They like to go to people's chat rooms. Let me tell you what they did to me. Bitches like that and many other of these bitches that are online or whatever. I call them bitches because I don't have no respect for these bitches. What they do is they go from podcast to podcast harassing people. That's a new flair that they do now. And what they'll do is they'll throw a lie in your chat room and hoping to throw off a fence any support you would get, any viewers you would get, or whatever, whatever. But if you do the same thing to them, oh, they doing whole fucking campaigns. Oh my God, help us make it back campaigns. Please donate. Please help. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing on their podcast the whole time. Mind you, they go around fucking with people day after day after day after day after day. Like, for example, to all you motherfuckers, I don't say nothing about Huggy. And for example, just to keep it a buck, and Huggy, you can say this off your own neck. These niggas don't know you, dog. I barely fucking know you. But I know one motherfucking thing. If me and that bitch want to talk to each other, we know where to find each other. And number two, me and her got more in common than you and her got in common. Number three, you understand what I'm saying? It's me and her that been in the music industry, not you. All this coke-telling shit you got going on. I see a Huggy. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I peep what you're going through, South Street. I dig it. But god damn, hurry the fuck up. That's all I'm asking. That shit's getting fucking annoying. Hurry the fuck up. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, you got these mouth motherfuckers coming around. I'm doing this on behalf of so-and-so. I'm doing this on behalf of Anton LaVey Atwood. That was cute today, too. He was like, could you tell us who Anton LaVey was? Yeah, he was a government operative, motherfucker. And then you just smiled. And that's all you said. I said, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Anton LaVey Atwood, he had some broad on there today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Whatever. I'll give you this much, right? I'll give you this much. Out of everything that you said on that little, what was about an hour and a half, you had 3 things you said right. The reason I call him Anton LaVey Atwood ain't because I think he's a devil worshiper. About time you caught on to that. Number 2, you understand what I'm saying? Even though Anton LaVey was a devil worshiper, let's not make that mistake. He was a priest, high priest of the Church of Satan. All right, but that ain't the reason I was calling you Anton LaVey Atwood. Glad you caught on to that. Number 2, you understand what I'm saying? You got a point in your conversation when you were talking about something else. Talking about no, I ain't even gonna tell you, but you got 3 points. You got 3 points right in your joint. 3 points right. You know what I'm saying? 3. I'll give you 3, lady. 3. You know what I'm saying? 3. 3. I give you 3. The rest of that shit, nah, you just guessing. And no offense to you, ma'am, because you ain't said nothing about me. This to be quite honest with you, that's about as close as you'll get. And I know Anton LaVey Atwood, he likes to believe in the back of his mind, the way he thinks, that access to him is knowing people. Buddy, let me tell you something. He regurgitated something else I said today. Remember when I told y'all a long time ago, I said, well, people in New York, y'all know, Nicky Barnes was responsible for the Genovese crime family. Remember when I said that? What happens today? The broad goes on the show and confirms that for him. You should have saw his. He didn't know the connection between niggas and Italians in this country because he was in fucking Arizona, don't you know? But here on the East Coast, yeah, Italians and blacks have a connection, a long-standing connection. You understand what I'm saying? One that you wouldn't be able to understand. And Leroy Nicky Brown's snitch that he was. You understand what I'm saying? Here, I'll give you a history lesson since that bitch couldn't help you out with this. No offense, I just swear I talk, lady. Since you need a history lesson, which we all know here in New York City, right? Let me help you out here. Only East Coast people understand. I'm trying to tell you. We know Leroy Nicky Barnes as a snitch, but at the same time, he helped start the Genovese crime family. I said this now weeks ago in the podcast. Didn't get no applause, didn't get no motherfucker paying attention at that time, other than Ahmad L and 3 other people, because they understood what I was talking about. Even at that time when I said it then, Ahmad L, you said the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? But it's similar to that. But you acknowledged it. That's my point. Leroy Nicky Barnes was doing, first of all, if y'all ever seen Godfather of Harlem, y'all need to watch that show. It'll help you out with a lot to understand. Loosely put, but it'll help you understand. Plus, I know somebody involved with that show. Shout out to them. That's why I say you'd be surprised who I know. And I guarantee you, if you went to go ask people over there, they're going to ask my name. They're going to tell you they know me because I know somebody fundamental to that show. Now, my point is this. If you go watch that show, it's going to give you a history on Bumpy Johnson. Now, Bumpy and who y'all know from American Gangster, Frank Matthews and all them or whatever, they all ran around Bumpy Johnson at one time or another, right? Philly included too. I'm going to get to Philly. Don't worry about it. You know my granddaddy from Philly, so I'm going to get to Philly too. But anyway, these people were connected, you know what I'm saying? They were either drivers, security or something like that at one time or another for who y'all know as Jesus Christ. And I just said his name. I always had Leroy Nicky Barnes, and then Jesus Christ, Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy hired and put together a lot of men, ran a lot of men, and the stories that you see with him going up against the Italian Mafia and Godfather Harlem, all those stories are true. Every last one of them. Bumpy was one of the few people that had the fucking balls to go up against these guys at the time. And they'll even acknowledge that shit to you. Anastasia, a couple of other ones or whatever. This one today, she tried to speak a name. That's cute. They try to see who knows who. Never. Anyway, long story short. I said, I never mind. Anyway, yeah, don't talk too much. Are you a robot? That's cute. That's cute. How much room you got in the front teeth? LOL. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Who sent you over here? Huh? Who sent you over here? Y'all doing a full-time job with the snitching, huh? That's cute. That's probably Huggy or one of Huggy's friends. Huggy got that little French bitch so much on a leash. You better watch out. Huggy gonna try to fuck you. Huggy, you over there grooming that bitch? And I was playing. Yeah, some more weirdo ass niggas, right? But anyway, long story short, let me tell you. So basically, these two guys were branches off of Bumpy Johnson, with Bumpy and Mamie. And so these two, Leroy Nicky Barnes, Frank Matthews, they also knew each other. They talk about each other. Frank Lucas mentioned them a couple of times. Frank Lucas also knew Puff's dad. You understand what I'm saying? Who is also from that accolade of them people. If y'all gonna get the story, let me tell y'all the right way. You understand? And so, you know, it's a long story. I don't want to say too much, Harlem. Y'all know how it is. These niggas be snitches and bitches on here. But yeah, there's that little slight connection. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's public note. I mean, for niggas that don't know, it's a surprise to you. But what you think niggas be on here talking about? Now you get it. He's like, I know this guy. Now you're going to need to know more than that. We don't fuck with you. And neither do those guys. I don't like guys that think they got a place in society, if you know what I mean, based upon somebody that they know. That's the most dangerous, delusional fuck you can ever have in your life. I don't like people that sit behind people either and hide behind them. Y'all know what I mean by that? Like there's some people out here that'll hide behind people. Like when they start some shit or something like that, they'll go and hide behind people and be like, well, I've got so-and-so over here. So nobody ever bothered me because I got so-and-so over here. I was like, well, so-and-so ain't going out for you like that. So-and-so from New York, I know he ain't fucking with you like that. He just been a customary gentleman. So he'll give a fuck about you. But in this situation, Big Pistol, like I said, hey, you got the floor, sir. You got the floor. All right? But he's muttering the fucking line here. I gotta be honest with you. He's muttering the fucking line. You get what I'm saying here? All right, that's all I'm saying, Big Pistol. I watched when you was in the court cases in real time. Thank you very much. I was covering these cases in real time. And it's like, it's a lot of shit that I do. These niggas sit in their bedrooms and don't do nothing. So I appreciate that. They really don't. The only thing they do is regurgitate Google articles. I'm like, yo, y'all paying niggas to read y'all Google articles? Shit, y'all might as well just buy a new phone. That's all you want. If all you want is your phone to give you a faster feed or something like that, maybe that's all you need to do. Because that's all these niggas is doing is reading you Google articles. I have to read some of these Google articles just to keep y'all interested because any other way, y'all won't fucking know what's going on. Here's what it is. So I know I done spent a lot of time on Lisa Smells. I want to go right here real quick to academics. I got to read this off of Google. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to tell y'all about this right here because this is a very important part. Twitch and what, hold on, what's say? This is going to blow your mind. Hold on 1 second, guys. I want y'all to hear this. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Okay. So, which pays better, Twitch or YouTube? This is why I never set up a Twitch account. YouTube offers a more diversified monetization streams, including ad revenue, super chat memberships, and channel memberships. In terms of payout, what pays more, YouTube or Twitch, depends on the individual streamer's audience. But YouTube tends to offer more flexibility on how you can earn. How much does Twitch pay for every 1,000 views? For every 1,000 views, advertisers can, and if y'all need to see right here, okay, so you know I ain't feeding you no bullshit. Advertisers paid an estimated $2 to $10 per 1,000 impressions, while Twitch streamers, now that's YouTube, advertisers pay $2 to $10 for every 1,000 impressions on YouTube, right? In between those what's the name right there? While Twitch streamers earn an average of 25 cents to $4.50 per 1,000 impressions. If you need to see it, it's right there. Y'all see it? Read it for yourself. Go ahead. Read it for yourself. It's right there. See it? You see it, right? Okay. Okay. Advertisers pay an estimated $2,000 to $10,000 per impressions on YouTube, while Twitch streamers earn an average of 25 cents to $4.50 per stream. The average, okay? Can you make $1,000 a month on Twitch? Small streamers with 1,000 to 100 views might earn anywhere from $50 to $1,000 per month, primarily through subscriptions and donations. That's on Twitch. Mid-tier streamers on Twitch, 100 to 1,000 viewers. They can earn anywhere between 1,000 and 5,000 per month, leveraging subscriptions, ad revenue, sponsorships, and merchandise sales. Meaning you have to add all that shit in. You understand what I'm saying? To make even a stignit of that money on Twitch. Who pays more than Twitch? Summary. So which live streaming platform pays the most? Let's go here and check this out. This was January 13, 2023, but it's still relevant. Table of contents. It always goes somewhere off the line from Twitch. It's probably not surprising that Twitch is the first platform we want to look at. The biggest streaming platform, accounting for 76% of all stream gaming. Twitch has many loyal fans. However, many voices criticize their approach to streamers. First, let's discuss, you see what I'm saying? So they tend to talk about how you make money with them. Let's be honest. You can't do jack if you're not a Twitch affiliate or partner. The platform is adapted for small streamer monetization, while the thresholds becoming a minor affiliate are not so big. Most streamers still can't count on any legal Twitch income. If you want to know more about the requirements of becoming an affiliate, click here. So most people, what I'm trying to get at is you're not making a lot of money off of Twitch in the first fucking case. So I wouldn't even give a fuck. And on top of that, the rules for Twitch, when we're talking about DJ academics, are so strenuous or whatever. It's not even fucking worth it arguing it about. You understand what I'm saying? Now listen to this. So you meet all the requirements. Income options is Twitch affiliate or partner. So you meet all the requirements, and this is what I'm reading off of, all right? This is Twitch shit. So you mean, this is a person, they've set up this, what's the name, this to put you into what's going on. So you meet all the requirements, and finally you can start earning money and streaming games. What now? And that's what Twitch is basically for. It's for video game streaming. Sounds cool until it doesn't. Check out the revenue split. Now this is the three ones that they're bidding on. They're talking about the subscriptions, the bits, and the ads. That's what you're getting off Twitch, right? Sounds cool until it doesn't. Check the revenue split. The overwhelming majority of streamers get a 50-50 split on their subscriptions. 50-50. Remember when I told y'all yesterday, the fucking, what's the name, the Google here, they take 40% of our fucking earnings. That's why I don't do super chats and all that shit. I just do straight cash up, which is right there on the screen. Make sure y'all check that out. The reason I do that is because I want to see as much as I can out of profitability. What the fuck am I looking like segueing with them? And then when I want to get the money out of cash app, I got to segue a price with them or whatever. Y'all ain't paying attention to these microtransactions. Always pay attention, young men, older men, middle tier men, all alike, and women. Always pay attention to motherfucking what's the name every time. Pay attention to microtransactions. Microtransactions are anything inclusive of a tax, or usually it shouldn't be a tax. A microtransaction is anything when you're using any financial institution or app, meaning Cash App, PayPal, whatever. It's the amount of money that they charge your ass to actually get your money. You understand what I'm saying? Some banks do microtransactions where if you use a certain ATM, they charge you 75 cents to $1.25. It's very smart to keep ahead of that. You hear me? Because if you don't, what happens is these little microtransactions, they add up, and then the next fucking thing you know, you in the red. Pay attention to me. Sounds cool until it doesn't. Check the revenue split. The overwhelming majority of streamers get paid 50-50 on a split from subscriptions. So that's roughly half of their subscription base. Twitch and the creator both get $2.50 on a $5 subscription rate, right? So you make $5, they get $2.50, you get $2.50. You are splitting it right down the middle with Twitch. That's crazy because even what's the name only takes 40%. Even with our earnings, they only take 30-something%. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. What's even funnier, they said, what's even funnier, the most popular creators on the platform will offer the dreamy 70-30 split in favor of Twitch, which great way to please your community. They will offer them a 70-30 split in favor of Twitch. That is crazy. And the most popular platform is recognizable for viewers if you post your channel on various sides, I'm just trying. Oh, here we go. Twitch con, and you can see it right here. This is the cons of using Twitch, okay? They say Twitch cons, unfavorable revenue split. That seems to be number one. You could get banned because of reasons. What reasons? Nobody knows. That's what I point out when I say DJ Academics. Channels are hard to moderate, meaning that they're hard to keep control of when you get some fucking people in there that are doing crazy shit. No option to earn as a small streamer without the help of third-party services. No options to earn as a small streamer without the help of third-party services, meaning Cash App, meaning PayPal. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. You'll have black and Latin people here be like, you don't know what you're talking about. And here's the white folks that invented all this shit telling you what's going down. They'll still be like, I'm sure a nigga helped create it. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, prohibits gambling streams. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they do the same thing with YouTube Partner, all right? Now they give the skinny on this shit. As a partner, you get paid for content with the help of ads and YouTube Premium, Super Chat with super stickers, memberships, YouTube Shopping and Brand Connect, and Super Thanks. The main difference between Twitch and YouTube ads is that YouTube focuses on viewing time instead of view count. So you'll have more ad revenue if you keep your videos longer, and the revenue split is 70-30, just like I told y'all, see? But it's in the opposite end. They're getting 30, you're getting 70. But that's on your revenue. So then when I just told y'all, I said it's like 30% they take for the fucking super chats, like roughly like 30, 35, for your monthly, like what you get from the ad revenue, they keep 30% of and you keep 70. But with the super chats, they take damn near 40% of that shit. And I don't know why the fuck they do that. But for example, if you give me $100, that means they turn around and they take that and it reduces it down. I think it's like $84, $83 or something like that last time I checked. Isn't that crazy? And it's almost like a transaction fee for using their financial institution or whatever. Anyway, in that effect right there with the AdSense. Super Chat is a fantastic feature. It is created as a value for a value model, meaning you could pay any sum you want, ranging from $1 to $1,500. However, the feature is not available in every country. On the other hand, the YouTube membership program is nuts. Being a partner is not enough. You have to have at least 30,000 subscribers, right? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Who came up with that idea? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The merch shelf allows a partner to get a retailer and sell your branded merch and showcase your merchandise. You need 10K subscribers. Your audience can't be set as made for kids, and you can't receive hate speech strikes. You understand what I'm saying? YouTube Premium users do not watch ads, yet streamers get paid for views generated by them anyway. As a streamer, you can get portions of subscriber fees when they watch your content. And then YouTube Gaming Pros, they talk about 70-30 revenue split, possibility of keeping your content long term, fewer streamers than Twitch, but significantly higher user numbers, lower competition, indexing algorithm that allows new users to discover you through keywords and recommended feed, clear banning policy. You can use in streaming while streaming on YouTube. So you see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think DJ Academics being on Twitch for that long, I don't think he cared about it. I think everybody says the same thing about Twitch. And if you know anything about Twitch, you would have added that in your diatribe. But that doesn't surprise me. Like when I heard that, they said, oh, they kicked him out. I said, people get kicked off Twitch for any fucking thing. Like if somebody barely complain about you, they'll kick you off Twitch. What it sounds like to me when they didn't give any explanation of why they kicked DJ Academics off Twitch, it sounds like to me either one or two things. Either they wasn't sure if he had something to do with that. Either two, they're doing an investigation internally through the company to see if they feel it was a violation or whatever was in a joking manner. I still say that DJ Academics is just clearly off that motherfucking yak. That's what it was. Because following up after that, he made a video. He made two. I think he made two other videos after like the drama started happening. Or what he said to what's that boy's name? Yarn, whatever his name is. Like he made this other video. He was yelling and screaming, "I do too much for niggas. I do too much for niggas. My heart is good." You know, he started doing all that, and I'm like, yeah, this nigga drunk. Cause y'all don't know, DJ Academic stay with a bottle of Henny every day, if not every other day. That's why his ass is fat. This is a Jamaican man. You understand what I'm saying? That this is a Jamaican man. Trust me when I tell you this. This is what they do. They drink all the fucking time. That nigga has a problem with that Hennessy. And if you hear me, put that fucking Hennessy down, dog. That shit is fucking your life up. You understand what I'm saying? They use I think like most other YouTubers, they use Twitch as kind of like a secondary thing, or like if you want to have a behind the scenes thing, yep, Rum the other one. If you want to have a second thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You always knew Act was lame. How we don't know you lame? You always get niggas in here be trying to proclaim like they better than somebody else. I always knew Academics was lame. We don't even know you, nigga. How we know you ain't lame? Your name is Deep Fried Zod. Who take a nigga like that serious? I wish I would have seen you earlier. Let me see something. You've been on here 13 years. Oh my God. Y'all want to know how many followers this motherfucker got? Talking about, I always knew Act was a lame. No, nigga, you were lame. Let me tell you why you were lame. And I'm going to tell you why you were lame before I get you the fuck up on out of here. Let me tell you why a nigga like this is a lame. And this is why you got to pay attention to, right? This nigga said, I always knew Act was a lame. You've been on YouTube for 13 years. You got 22 subscribers. And not one time did you try to adjust yourself to making some money on this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Instead, you just been in people's chat rooms after chat room after chat room for 13 years. You should know this shit better than any of us by now. Now get your punk ass the fuck up on out of here. I always do, you know, you the lame. You the lame. And y'all start watching for these nerds and these formerly uncool kids that want to come out and act like they the real deal and they the gangsters now, whatever. The fuck out of here. Got you, man. Hold on one second. Let me go over here real quick. Thank you, Amadel. I got it. I just hit the thank you on it too. I was so busy. I think I thought I thanked you before too. You might have didn't hear me, but thank you very damn much. That's why I told y'all earlier. I said I only got like 10 motherfuckers to donate to me out of 23,000 people. Ain't that shit weird? Because these niggas will sit online and tell motherfuckers don't donate to me. I had a what's the name? Somebody sent me a little clip or something to some motherfucker. I don't even know who. I forgot to talk about that on the last podcast too. Let me talk about that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Then I'll get back to the rest of the shit. I had a motherfucker in his little room, and he had like 14 motherfuckers there. I wasn't even worried about it. He had like 14 motherfuckers in his chat room. And he was just talking all kinds of shit about me. And he was like, yeah. And then he made up some shit. Let me tell you what he said. And then he said, yeah, and he be talking about Jaguar, right? Or whatever, whatever. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. And this is when I went into his chat room. But I didn't record that part. And that's the fucked up part. I should have recorded. I wasn't thinking, sometimes you just do shit. I wasn't thinking to record it. And so I went into his chat room. I said, you said what? And he just stopped. He like stopped the whole podcast. This nigga barely had enough people to stream. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like a nigga barely got like 1.3K or something. He barely had enough to stream. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, like you need 1,000 people to be able to stream on YouTube. And so I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the nigga. The nigga just talking good gobs of shit about me, but he don't know I'm there. I'm just sitting there listening to him. And I'm like, word, son. He was telling people, yo, and he's always on his podcast. He's always begging for donations. And that's why we don't donate to him, because we support. I said, what the fuck Jaguar Wright got to do with this? I don't talk shit about Jaguar Wright. Y'all don't hear me in Jaguar Wright in my titles. Y'all ain't never heard me on here talking shit about Jaguar Wright, because I seen some shit where they try to set me and Huggy up. Niggas don't know that story. They don't know that story. And I'm almost tempted to tell it sometimes, but I said, I know how motherfuckers would take that, use it, try to navigate a scenario and a narrative between her and I, and then her and I start arguing and all this shit. And then in the reality of it all, they'll try to take both of us out at the same time because what we formally represent. And that's why I be trying to tell this bitch, don't forget who the fuck you are. If I'm gonna say anything about you, I'm gonna say that. Bitch, don't forget who the fuck you are. You's a superstar. You a motherfucking target too. Did you forget? Miss Bitch with the Coca-Cola commercial, Miss Bitch with the accolades, Miss Bitch that been on all these shows performing. You was just a few minutes ago, who was you with singing on stage? You forgot who you was? Did you forget who you was? Huh? All right. Don't ever. And I gave the kid a little something because he's young. He's like 20 something like that. He looked like he might have been 30 something. I let him float. I said, yo, homie, keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. I wrote his shit or whatever. And he just all of a sudden switched up the conversation. He said a couple little smart things. Then he switched up the conversation and went into something else. And I said, how dare you sit up here and speak about me, nigga? I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. Anyway, let me continue on with this DJ academic shit. I forgot all about that. And I wanted to talk about that shit this morning because that's why I went live this morning and I was talking about some funny shit where I got left some comments and I forgot to talk about that motherfucker that was in his chat. Now, fuck saying his name. I got his name too. I ain't gonna say his name because that's what he looking for me to do. Pump his name out. Hell, name start with a K. So if you figure that out, you figure it out. His name start with a K. But I was like, you got some motherfucking audacity, nigga. I don't even know. And it's that simple. You can just come. I'm a cool dude. You can come to my page, ask me a question, whatever. And if I feel obliged to answer you, I will. But if I don't, and it's none of your fucking business, go fuck you and everybody lives in your house. Who the fuck are you? A lot of this business y'all be getting involved in don't have nothing to do with y'all. Like, who's this little nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? This was a little nigga. Like, it was like, not in the sense of like body wise. I mean, just like, this is a little nigga. Like, who are you? And that's what you get a lot of times with a lot of these vloggers nowadays. Everybody trying to sit around and pretend like they somebody else. You got the chick from up there in Canada. She believes she Jaguar Wright 2.0, but you ain't got the accolades. Take your goof ass and go sit the fuck down somewhere. Stop running your mouth so goddamn much. You trying too hard, ho. That's the problem. Everywhere you go, you trying too hard. That's why you never had none. Motherfucker, this is Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. You need Harold to make the fucking band happen. You understand? Without me, you motherfuckers is nothing. You are nothing. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you got to start thinking of yourself, Jack. This is Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. You never go platinum without me. If you have a large following, I ain't said that stupid shit in a minute. It's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. What the fuck did you say? Bro, Ice Waller. What? Oh my God, man. What kind of motherfucking bitch writes some shit like that? Is that fluent? Is that listen, I'm just starting to figure out we got let me explain this in a minute. You've been here for 7 years and got 10 subscribers. Yeah, you saw what that bitch wrote too, right? Okay. Listen, it takes me a minute to catch up with fluent nigger. I don't speak fluent niggerty. You see what I'm saying? So when I get a bitch to write some shit in here like that, that bitch got two wants. She stole some shit out the corner store this morning. That's what type of hoe that is, for real. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't want it, baby. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to be conversing with convicted motherfucking $50 anyway. You understand? I was straight. She had a girl's name, so I figured that was a girl. If it wasn't a girl, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? She might have been trying to sell some vajayjay. It's tough, it's rough out here with these chicks nowadays, boy. A lot of bitches is out here sleeping on the girlfriend's sofa. A lot of bitches that bank deposit ain't hitting like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all thinking now under this Trump era, I might have to go get me a little boyfriend or something. Now don't come pretending with me. Don't come pretending with me. I know it's cold out here, ain't it? It's so warm up in this motherfucker right now, but bitch, you can't stay here. Shit. I can't afford to make another key anyway. You know how much it costs to make another key? $75. Thank you very much, Alicia. I appreciate that comment. Guys, make sure if y'all digging what I'm saying, man, this is my third show today. Make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, show some motherfucking appreciation. I'm just gonna say this about DJ Academics because I really don't need to go into it too much no more. You know, it's not been anything stated why DJ Academics has been removed from Twitch. To be quite honest with you, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get people at because the servitude complex and infrastructure that a lot of these apps have built have, and I hate to say it like this, have people, and some of them people belonging to both of the tribes I belong to, involved in this whole fucking paradigm of being like, I don't know, like fucking zombies, sheep. You know what I mean? And it sickens me what people would do now on these apps that they wouldn't have did not even 5-6 years ago. 5-6 years ago, we was running around, we was marching, and we was, Freddie Gray, Michael Brown. Everybody was together, and this all of a sudden this internet shit switched from people using this shit. Because if y'all don't remember, I remember people in the culture, they were using the internet to voice their opinions on what was going on with a lot of these different situations that were going on with people getting attacked by the police and things like that, whether it be Michael Brown or whoever. And I remember everybody was using it up until like 2000, which I want to say 2017, 2018 or whatever. And then soon after that, I just saw this influx of, and I think it happened right when the pandemic started. I started seeing people's attitudes change of how they were utilizing the internet. Even YouTube didn't used to be bad like this. YouTube used to be a cool ass place. Like you come in, nigga cuss a nigga out, whatever. Next day you be like, all right, nigga, I'm sorry, peace. Now these niggas will carry this shit on for a year or two. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you like, yo, son, I'm gonna pull up to your motherfucking house. You say one more motherfucking thing to me. Real talk. Like, nigga, what's going on? Like, that's where it be at with the attitudes now with it. That's why I look at it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's like World War III on this motherfucker. You beef with somebody, you keep it going. You got women on here exclusively, and some of the men too. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all, two trifling ass bitches. You got the men and the women on here lying for cash apps and shit like that. I said, I'd rather not take no cash apps because a nigga gonna question you, dog. Somebody gonna question you. You get up on here lying, niggas is gonna question you. You know what I'm saying? Like Courtney Burgess, nigga, you should send me a cash app. Nigga, I just warned you the day before this shit happened. I said, yo, don't go over there fucking with them niggas, man. They gonna set you up or whatever. This nigga, he went over there and did an interview. Maybe he like being abused. Some niggas, Jersey, they like being abused and shit. That's just their mentality. Them niggas down there in North, Orange, all that, that's how they are. You know what I'm saying? If you ever been to North, dirty as fuck, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit looked like Baltimore. A lot of spots of it look just like Baltimore. Like downtown is somewhat clean or whatever. There's always some corruption going on in the local government down there. Shit, they couldn't even, at one time, I don't know if they cleaned it up, but the water was so fucking filthy down there on their side of the Hudson that they couldn't even let the kids in the hospitals use the water. You understand what I'm saying? That's when what's that African dude's name? He had the African name. I forgot what his name was, but he was the mayor down there. I forgot what his name was because I met him in person before. He was cool too. Forak or Borak. It was something. He had a funny African name or whatever, but he was a man down there. This is Christy from India. Where are you from? New York City, tri-state. What's poppin', India? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no problem. You come on through here, India. What's up? You know what I mean? But yeah, it was crazy because like for me, it was on a Thursday, last Thursday. I warned this thing. It's still on my page, so y'all can go look. Only thing y'all got to do. What was his name? No, that wasn't his name. And you trying to be funny, so you can get the fuck up on out of here. That wasn't his name. I forgot what the fuck his name was, but that wasn't his name. I know that for a fact. It was some shit I could pronounce, but that wasn't his name. You know what I mean? Quit trying to be funny. Let me share this real quick, y'all. Get some people in here. Those conversations I'm not interested in that they want to have. Tax what, nigga? What you talking about? Listen, y'all gotta stop writing an atrient. Roz. What was his name? Roz something. Cornell know who I'm talking about. What was his name? The man from from Jersey. He had good intentions too. He just had a whole bunch of shit over him. I forgot what his name was, but he had like an African name or something. But he was a cool dude for the most part. But Jersey got all kinds of shit going on down that way before he took office anyway. Anyway, Noah, like, let me tell you something. Like, I ain't never lived down there, but I hung down there before. Uh, and it's crazy because Jersey got a huge, like I'm talking about a huge Cuban community. If you ever been down there, there's a huge Cuban and a huge Honduran community, right? Who is it? Who? No, it was Barras. Hold on one second. Let me look. I got the fucking tablet right here. What are we doing? He was the mayor of Newark. I remember because I met him before, and he was cool as shit. But it almost sounds like Barack Obama, but it's not. It's something else. Hold on one second, I'll tell you. Ras Baraka. Yep, that's his name. Ras Baraka. You had it right. It's spelled A-R-A-S, not R-A-Z. Yeah, Ras Baraka, the 40th mayor of city of Newark. A native of Newark. He grew up there, whose family had lived in the city for more than 80 years. Mayor Baraka's progression approach to government has won him accolades in grassroots organizations to the White House. I told you he was actually trying to do the right thing down there in Newark. And so I had the opportunity to meet him one time. And it was a great thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ras Baraka. That's why I said his name was like Barack Obama. It's Ras Baraka, right? And so I know the guy. He had good intentions and whatever. We used to see us work in the New York Post and things like that. So the nigga was trying to really do something. And so shout out to him. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I ain't got nothing bad to say about that man because y'all don't know. If you ever seen Baltimore, Maryland, and you see how they have them dilapidated buildings, because I done been in Maryland many of times. I got a whole tribe down in Maryland. But that's neither here nor there. But on this channel, I've been in Maryland and filmed it for y'all and everything else 2 times. So including when I was with one beautiful Honduran woman, if y'all remember. And so what you said? Double tap the screen, chat 5 was actually appeal. The top right hand corner, 3 dots should get you right. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I appreciate that if y'all would. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all share this. Matter of fact, let me share this one more time. And you know what I'm saying? Who was the man that he tried to clean up Jersey, but Jersey's a hard place to clean up. Jersey motherfuckers have it rougher than New York niggas. The only people I compare them to is like somebody in deep corridors of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about down there in the pits in Brooklyn. That's who I'll compare that to. You look like Lenny from Red Dead Redemption. No, I'm not Eddie from Red Dead Redemption. That was a key. That I'm glad that was the best 5 seconds you ever had in your life. For real, because that's about as long as it's gonna last. Anyway, with this nigga, what's his name? Courtney Burgess nigga. I was trying to warn the nigga. I was like, yo, son, don't go over there on that show with them niggas from England, son. Them niggas try to set you up. So the first time he went over there and basically got in an argument with Jag. Second time he went over there by himself, and by the time he got off of there, I don't know if I think he did it on purpose. That was some Jersey shit. They didn't get it because they from England. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I said, oh, he didn't pull the on him. So you know what I'm saying? They didn't get it, and so he did that just to see, in my opinion, because that's how Jersey niggas do. Let me see what these niggas say. You know what I'm saying? And they did exactly that. They started joking them. They started clowning them. It was talking about this, that, and other, the third, or whatever, whatever, whatever. Right? Third time he goes over there. This is Al after lawsuit said pending, whatever. And now he over there talking greasy again. I'm like, yo, nigga, I just told you Thursday night, don't go over there on Saturday. It's literally in my short section right now. Go in my short section right now. His name is in the title. You can go look and see for yourself. And you're gonna have the title at the beginning of the video. You see the clip for the video, and I'll also attach this so you can also find it when you click the button and see the larger form of the video, which I took the 1 minute clip from. So it's all real. I told him this on Thursday. Saturday, this nigga goes over there and talks some any fucking way. And I'm like, who the fuck told you to go over there and talk to these goofies? He goes over there and talks to these motherfuckers again. Mind you, these are the same people that, even though they trying to sell you the imagery that they were named in the lawsuit, these whole motherfuckers weren't named in the lawsuit. You understand what I'm saying? They were mentioned as podcasters that had Courtney on the show. Let's keep it real. Stop all that whole shit talking about, oh, we were mentioned in the lawsuit too, trying to get some clout. You a hoe ass nigga. That's why I don't like the Antney nigga. You's a hoe ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know a bitch ass nigga when I see one. This is a bitch ass nigga. Like, you ran off that trying to add you and Bubblegum to the scenario or whatever. I'm like, come on, you had your boyfriend Bubblegum to the scenario for what? For what? You know what I mean? Like, I would have kept myself out of it. I would have broadcasted that to everybody. Oh, we got mentioned too for fucking what? For what? Don't you don't like Puff? So if you don't like Puff, why you want to be mentioned by him for getting sued by him or something like that potentially? See how that shit work out? These niggas be looking for glamour, bro. They be looking for glamour. I see right through you. You looking for glamour because this is your last shot. This ain't my last shot. This is your last shot. You the one with the wife and the kids and all that shit. This is all or nothing, not me. You understand what I'm saying? But congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that tight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hate to see you go bankrupt, son. You know what I mean? But anyway, anyway, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with Courtney, you know what I'm saying? I try to warn him. I say, yo, don't go over there talking them suck ass niggas. The only thing them niggas is doing is they sitting up there, they gathering information. So when they come at them, they could be like, oh, nah, see, Courtney said this, that, and other third. They're very tricky. These are old school white methods that they got. And he probably got it from his father. Fortunately enough, I know some white men that are a lot more successful than you and your pops. How about that? You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, the guys I learned from, they taught me, number one, don't ever be out here frolicking and lying or pandering motherfuckers that do lie. You understand what I'm saying? Your daddy should have taught you that. Evidently, he didn't because you engage in all that shit on a day-to-day basis on your channel. Motherfucker, even though you just sitting there and you letting them people talk, you still involved in it. I keep trying to tell a lot of y'all, sitting around talking that allegedly shit, that shit don't work in all courts of law, especially in New York City. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like that nigga. I don't like him. I think you're a user. I think you're an abuser deep down below. And I mean by the fact that not that you beat women, I think you're psychologically an abuser. Psychological abusers, a lot of times, will sit there and they'll be completely quiet because what they're doing is they're draining everything they possibly can out of you as they're listening to you. They're gathering information that they're using it to you, and how they manipulate that information and use it against you in a later form is the part of the game. That's why I don't like that nigga. That's why today, when somebody wrote in your chat room, they said, who is Anton LaVey or whatever. Then Shorty read out, oh, he was a what'd you say, a operative for British intelligence and all that shit or whatever. And he said, yeah. I said, oh, this nigga, I better said the nigga was a cop. The moment you said not me, you didn't say not me when that girl said that woman said that. And I ain't got nothing against that woman. I don't even know that woman. You know what I'm saying? I know what she represents, but I ain't got nothing against that woman. I ain't got no reason saying that. I'm talking to you. The lady asked the question, not the woman that you were interviewing. Somebody in your audience asked a question, who was Anton LaVey? And she answered it for you. And she said he was a government operative. And you just sat there, you said, yeah. And I say, ain't no way this nigga don't see my titles, everything like that, and see that I call him Anton LaVey or picked up the connection for somebody asking you that. You just said, yeah. A government fucking informant. That's who Anton LaVey was. That's why I call you Anton LaVey Atwood, nigga. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe, motherfucker. I do not like that dude, bro. He creeps me out. He just sits in the middle of the screen. He's like, I'm blind on you. Hey, I know too. I know it's rather funny. I said, this motherfucker need to be in a padded room. So the more and more I kept looking at him, I was like, this nigga is off like a motherfucker. You don't ever realize that nigga just sit there with that creepy ass. What they do to you in there, boy? 9 years. That's a lot of time. Huh? And then at the latter end of it, you doing cartwheels and handstands and all kinds of shit, doing yoga. What they do to you up in there, boy? Huh? You come out of prison with 3 niggas talking about, let's start a podcast, girl. What they do to you in there, nigga? Hmm. 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 A lot of things don't add up. How many of y'all ever heard of a nigga coming home from doing 9 years in jail and he get with 3 niggas he was locked up with talking about, hey, fellas, let's go do a podcast? How many of y'all heard of a motherfucker that square up and down? He's a real motherfucker, a.k.a. Smallville over there on his show, right? Smallville over there on his show, whatever. Luciano Greco. E come tu estás? Fine. He sits over there on his fucking channel, right? And he sits there and he says all this little goofy shit or whatever. And I get it. All right, you're trying to get your story, whatever. It's when he comes in at the latter end of it, when people are sitting there talking, like the young lady that was sitting there talking today. Like I said, I don't know this, bro. I ain't got no reason to fucking disrespect her, you know? She's sitting there and she's talking or whatever. He's just like, He barely says a word. And I was like, oh, this is a psychological analyzation of this woman. This either steer her or either listen to her or either pay close attention to the audience to see if the audience is buying the bullshit that's being delivered. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he does. He's a matchmaker as far as patience is concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? Who sent you over here? Your boy? Your boy sent you over here you want me to put that out there too? How you motherfuckers are really low white supremacists? Or let's just say you deal with white supremacist adaptations. How about that? Is that cool? Is that cool to put there? Is that cool to put there? Because see, I see a guy up here, his name is Luciano Greco, right? Luciano Greco, he's going to deal with them folks if it's business. He needs a little protection because he's in the can or something like that or whatever. 9 times out of 10, they're never going to agree with their ideologies because most Italians only consider themselves a white man. They consider themselves being close to Latin than anything. This is the thing for you there, though. As you're sitting there, you calling me a slave or whatever the case may be, it points me to the direction of this. You call me whatever the fuck you want to, dog. One thing I won't be is a slave. I'll kill you before that happens, all right? This is where you have that clear in your mind. You understand? Since you want to throw insults. And I don't mean that as a fact of oppressing you or coming on to you or doing something to you just because. It sounded like to me you trying to assault me and threaten me. So I have no choice but in my country, in my city that I live in, that we live under the castle doctrine, to just let you be aware of that and what our state mandates are. This ain't New York. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So anyway, when somebody come out their mouth, they call you a slave or some shit like that, or a nigga or something like that. I noticed that shit was never happening over here until about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I started talking about this motherfucker. When I started talking about him, his people started coming over here and they were writing N-I-G-G-R. Many of my followers saw it. I took screenshots of it and everything. In the 5 years of me doing this page, and all the motherfuckers I done argued with, I didn't argue with the best of them. I didn't argue with King Payne. I didn't argue with Pork Chop. I didn't argue with a couple motherfuckers. And even though it's some of them that I like more than I don't like, you understand what I'm saying? This much you can be guaranteed. If motherfuckers need to come together like Voltron real quick to take care of some shit, we will. Number 2, you understand what I'm saying? If I'm arguing with them motherfuckers, who gives a fuck? They within the circle, the diagram, and the demographic that I'm in. I can say whatever the fuck I want to. They can say whatever the fuck they want to me. You don't control what the fuck is going on in the black space. And that, my friend, is the totality of what you're trying to consume and elaborate. And let me tell you the biggest part here. All right? Anybody that ever lived in Florida, you know this. Watch for any motherfucker to come out their mouth and they say, why does everything have to be about race? Or they say, everything is the same. Or when they say, why do you feel that way? Those motherfuckers right there, that's the motherfucker that's the racist. I keep trying. I live in Lily White fucking Connecticut. I've been here my whole entire fucking life. Oh, that's cute. Let's give a hand for that one. The monkey emojis. Oh, the adventures of King Hira. No, I'm not King Hira. I'm not a West African king. But who I am, you could think of me more as Musa Musa. You'll figure that out. Yeah, I told you, let them roll, 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 let them roll. Let them roll. Let them roll, y'all. Let them roll. Let them roll. Let them roll. Don't say nothing to them, y'all. Let them roll. Let them roll. Let them roll. Let them roll. Kanye West. Gotcha. Gotcha. uh, 3 years, 39 subscribers. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. 3 years, 39 subscribers. I appreciate you putting that in here. I appreciate you putting that in here. I appreciate you putting that in here. I appreciate you doing that. Appreciate you a lot. Yeah, yeah. I told you that's what they do every day. And then I'll have, let me tell you something, right? I'll have black YouTubers that are watching me, right? Latin YouTubers that are watching me, right? And you notice ain't none of them niggas saying nothing. The only person that said something was Gillian. Yeah. They've been doing that for a minute. That's why I told you. I said it's them. That's why he getting mad right now. And that's why they wrote him in the chat room like that. As I'm exactly right with what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, if you look mostly around England right now, especially in the area of that poor white trash area them motherfuckers is from, Yorkshire. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I got on the phone with my homegirl Gina. I didn't get on the phone, but we did the video call thing. She broke down the whole shit. She said, yeah, West Side, fucking South London, Yorkshire, all the places. Those are welfare factories, benefits factories. You ain't know that? Oh, let me tell you, in case you missed the show yesterday. So a lot of England, and especially London, Yorkshire, and all these little areas over there, they're filled with poor white trash that collect benefits off the state of England. These benefits include not a monthly statement, like most, I think that's how I go over here. Now, these niggas get a weekly stipend of money, weekly stipend of food in some cases or whatever. And these motherfuckers live like this in these little corridor type apartment things, structures or whatever, that are really the city housing project, but on the English side of the game. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, there's tons of them. Development after development after development after development. They all box in, just like the projects do. You know how you go to the projects and then at the end of it is a dead end, but there's a multitude of little houses right there. All the little houses look the same. All that, and there's block upon block, but make no mistake about it, this is the English version of the fucking hood. The other ones they have over there in England is they have high rises. Shout out to Skepta. You understand what I'm saying? For pointing that out to him, nigga. They have high rises over there too. These high rises look identical, just like the projects is in the United States, except they don't have multitudes of buildings in a lot of them. Some of them have they'll have 3 to 4 buildings. They won't merge out until about 6 or 7 until you get to larger areas of England. So most of them have like 3 or 4 buildings. They have the same setup. They have a courtyard, whatever. But usually it's front facing instead of in a circular motion. So instead of being in a circular motion, you come out the front and there's a building next to a building next to a building. You get what I'm saying? Versus where it'd be in a courtyard setting and then there'd be a building surrounded almost like in a circle, whatever. The reason for this architecture, I don't know. Don't ask me. But that's the setup there. So there's a lot of poverty in England. You understand what I'm saying? That motherfucker, Antney, he grew up in that poverty, trying to act like you some British fucking aristocrat or some shit. Nigga, you from poor white trash. Respectfully. You understand what I'm saying? Respectfully. And I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you're from. You understand? That's just what it is. You understand? Now, don't tell me that you were honorable by the queen. You grew up in a household that made solve 300,000 quid a month or some shit like that. Don't tell me that fucking lie. Your pops and you didn't get into later in life. That's just the point of it. I don't come from a family like that. That's why I quickly know the difference when I see a motherfucker like that. And if you tell me anything else about the demographic of Yorkshire, I want you to point out 3 things. I want you to tell me the annual salary and income over there. That's for one. Number 2, I want you to do after this, I want you to tell us the current demographic and how many people are actually on benefits in that area of Yorkshire currently. I want you to do that. Number three, I want you to tell us of the most famous three people from that motherfucking area that have seen some type of motherfucking innovation and brought back to that community and build it up. Three of them. You know what I'm saying? Including your pops if you want to. And what you'll find out real fucking quick, there ain't no fucking body. This place is the worst of the fucking worst. You got your nerves sitting up here talking about New York City and motherfucking. I had one motherfucker come in my chat room yesterday. I feel sorry for you Americans. Why? Because we ain't motherfucking getting benefits weekly like you bitch ass motherfuckers are over there. That shit made me never want to go to England. You understand? I was going to see my homegirl Gina and everything. I was like, yeah, I don't want to come over there. It sounds like some fuck niggas over there. Shout out to Skepta though, but it sounds like a bunch of fuck niggas over there. It sounds like a bunch of fuck niggas that really want to be Americans, but they can't be Americans. You know what I'm saying? So instead of being Americans, what they do is they try to make fun of Americans, throw quirks in Americans, talk shit about Americans. I don't fuck with niggas like that. So when I say this nigga, I was like, fuck this nigga. Who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like, imagine me on here on a daily basis talking about England this, England that, England this. That's why I upped up the ante. I said, well, maybe we need to start talking about England because you're trying to paint the picture that England is this perfect place. That place is a piece of shit. Right now, I want you guys to go look up this television show. It's called Benefits Britain. Go look it up. Benefits Britain. They got motherfucking episode after episode after season after season. This is viral. This is a wild show on the BBC. It's called Benefits Britain. Go watch that shit. Come back and holler at me after you did your homework. You're going to quickly understand. Oh, most of these motherfuckers over here is Euro trash. This ain't aristocrats. See, people hear that accent from Britain. Let me tell you something. That English accent, you got it in many different parts of the world. You got that English accent in South Africa. Did you know that? You got that English accent in parts of South America. You got that English accent in fucking Canada. You got that English accent because they're part of the Queen's rule, if you didn't know that, or the King's rule, either or. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know if you knew that or not, but they're still under the aristocratic fucking Canada. You didn't know that? They directly answer to the Queen over that motherfucker. That's one of Britain's and England's fucking provinces. Canada is. You understand? That's why she get along with them English motherfuckers. They the Queen Mother. They're the Queen Mother's representatives. You understand? So for me, when I look at England now, I know England doesn't have a totality of motherfuckers over there like that. Would you say I'm Canadian and when I go to the States, Americans don't understand what the fuck I say? I find that very hard to believe, especially dating a woman that was dating a woman from Nova Scotia. I know that's a fucking lie. Do you speak French? Because if you pretty much speak English, listen, I live right here in Connecticut. You understand? I'm less than 2 hours away from Nova Scotia, or actually a little bit more than that. I'm 5 hours away from Nova Scotia. Because when we went, we drove up there. You understand what I'm saying? And you could take two ways. You could go up through the I-95 route all the way up there to Maine, which is a little bit further, or you could take I-84. You could take that up through upstate New York, where Valhalla and all that shit is. You know what I'm talking about? Valhalla. What is that shit up there? That prison up there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Is it Valhalla up there? It's some shit up there. That big ass prison up in upstate New York. You could go through there and you go past the prison, and literally you go down the road and you're automatically in Canada. So when you tell me that y'all are English speaking motherfucking state, and I know that nobody speaks with an English accent within the corridors of motherfucking Canada, except for her subjects of Britain. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody up here either speak I forgot what that Indian language is, Anant, or whatever the fuck it is. They speak English and they speak French. And the French province was taken away from them based on trade. Like, it's crazy. All those people up in Canada and all that shit, they were originally furrowers. You know what I'm saying? They traded fur, they traded fish, they were traders. That's what the province was. It's no different than Australia. It was just a trading post, and in Australia's point, it was a fucking prison colony. In Indiana, I got made fun of for saying hot dog, and Americans were saying hot dog. We spoke both French and English in school. Nah, that ain't true. 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 You talking about you spoke French in school? If you spoke French in school, okay, that's why I asked you before. I said, are you French? Now, unless you was in the Northeast, I don't know, but that makes sense though, because some of the Canadians, the world Canadians, not the ones that are like from some foreign country and then they claim Canadian. No offense to anybody, but it's people like that. Like you got Haitian Canadians, you got Jamaican Canadians, you understand what I'm saying? They West Indian Canadians, they move from those places and then they come there and now they're Canadian by citizenship. They're not Canadian by historically. Let's put it that way. Is that fair? Historically, they're not Canadian. So that's what you get up there, whatever, whatever. I ain't hating on Canada or nothing like that, but let's not make no mistake. They still under rule from Britain. So that's why it's easy to quickly believe why somebody will be in tune with them motherfuckers. Hey, these motherfuckers are the queen mothers of the state. They be thinking your boy's stupid, huh? That's why my son, he told me, yo, he said, like, lay that down. Haitians are not French Canadians. That's a motherfucking lie. You ask the real French Canadians. Let's not make no mistake about this. Because I hate when Haitians, and this is the difference between Canadian Haitians and American Haitians, especially if you get a Haitian that's down in Florida. Let me tell you something real quick. The only confused Haitian that lives in Canada that thinks they're a French person is somebody that's a wannabe. You understand what I'm saying? Real Haitians cannot stand the French. And I'm going to tell you why they can't stand the French. And you're talking to a man that actually had a baby by a Haitian woman. On compris mademoiselle ma petite suspend la boque. This is what I mean by this. When you take Peter Soussaint, all right, he was the one that led the revolt against fucking what's the name, the French colonizers when they were there, right? They ripped the motherfucking land of these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers, the French soldiers along, a lot of people don't know this. The French soldiers, along with what's this motherfucker's name, Napoleon, they ran to Cuba. Because Cuba's the next largest out. That's why a lot of people don't understand this. Cuba and Haiti are damn near this small miles away from each other, and Puerto Rico too. They all sit at the how you say it, that would be the easternmost point of the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so the eastern point meaning the largest part where they poured out at each three of these are by the ports, the main ports of the water. You understand what I'm saying? They're very different than other islands that are there. West Indies is kind of like that too. So and Suriname is another one. Suriname is it's all black people. The Jews and the Dutch colonized the place, and so you'll get black people that basically they speak like 4 languages over there. But the main one they speak is my homegirl. She's from Suriname. Shout out to Michelle. She's blacker than black, and you'd be like, what the fuck is she speaking? It sounds like she's speaking German, but she's speaking Dutch. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little small island. It's right outside of Jamaica. And they're the same way. They sit on the furthermost eastern part of the thing. When Peter Toussaint and all of them, they took over fucking Haiti. One of the things that they didn't learn how to do, they didn't learn how to irrigate in that type of soil. The soil is very eroded in Haiti. It's from the saltwater concentrations at its heaviest point because, like I said, where they are is basically in the middle. The embodiment that makes up the island itself is salt water. You understand what I'm saying? It's set forth with all the other ones around it. That's why you need filtration systems and things like this to keep everything consistent for irrigation, things like that. So basically and apparently, these people starve to death slowly but surely in Haiti. Okay? As many started to escape or whatever, what happened was, and to this day, this is still the same. And most Haitians, any Haitian that know what they talking about, know what I'm talking about. The French came in, and I think it was like in the 70s, maybe. The French came in or whatever, and they wanted to impose a debt on Haiti. And this debt was meant to repay back all the losses that France had taken in their parts of, you know what I'm saying, colonization, whatever word you want to call it. Now, this ain't the only person. The French are terrible people. It ain't even just Haiti that they did this with. They did this with many other constituencies that they had under their colonization. You understand what I'm saying? To the tune of now, just out of Africa itself, with all the provinces they have in Africa that are under their colonization, the fucking French take in something I believe is $500 billion or million a year from each one of these countries collectively based on their GDP sales, and they have an interaction and all that shit. If you just take the moment to look this through, you'll see what I'm talking about. Most Africans that are the poor people, regular people, whatever, they can't stand French people. You understand? But then you'll have your partition of motherfucking these people that love the French. You understand what I'm saying? And usually they're made up of this class of people that believe they are highly more intelligent than everybody. This class of people that believe they are better than a certain partition of the society, or the people that look just like them, or whatever, whatever, and offer nothing. There's a quote that's said in Africa a lot of times. You know, you're born in Africa, you go and live your life out in Switzerland, Germany, Italy, England, get educated in all these same places, and then you come back to Africa to be buried. They've been saying that for the longest time. So when you get a real Haitian that's from Haiti, and they're in Haiti still, that they got family in Haiti still, they would never say to you, oh, God praise the French. I want to be just like the French. The French are oppressing your people to this fucking day. And they did it under the guise of fucking Napoleon Bonaparte when he was taken apart by motherfucker Peter Toussaint, ou compris mademoiselle, from Mbeshu. I know that's you, bitch. I know that's you. I saw that blackout chick. She was one day on there with the two niggas, and I think it was a nigga Bubblegum or Murph or one of them that corrected you and said, you're not French. You're not French. You understand? What'd you say? Actually, what, nigga? What'd you say? Write that shit again, Baba TV. Write that shit again. The French were oppressed by English in Canada, but our new leader, Pierre, is a French, so they're making a comeback. You're not French, you're Haitian. And it's true, Americans. So you done talk to every American and they don't understand. Yo, let's get this Baba TV nigga up out of here. That's a nigga look like he looking for some interaction. Yeah, he been on here 15 years, got 1.1K subscribers. Yeah, he looking for some interaction. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I already broke it down. You trying to argue for the sake of arguing. Talking about it's true, Americans don't understand. And they shut the fuck up. You ain't my father. That's what Baba means, and he's African too, because Baba means father in Swahili. You ain't my father, nigga. Fuck out of here. See how I be breaking these niggas down, G? See how I be breaking these niggas down? Every time I gotta break these niggas down because they be thinking they smart. They think because they hear my accent, I'm stupid. That's my biggest weapon. That's a hint, once again, for the people that know me that's in my chat. You know me in real person. This is why they call me professional. Am I lying or wrong? This is why they call me Shrink a Bell. Before the storyline in the why, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep fucking with me, I'm definitely going to get Brother Masan. You dig? So what I'm saying is this. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit with the French shit and everything like that. I had a baby by a Haitian woman. And if she ever heard you say that, or her family heard you say that shit, you know what I'm saying? Shaking my head. I guess he know you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I was with a Haitian woman for a couple years. This woman lived with me and my mother for a while when she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like we went through it. My daughter died. You know what I'm saying? Her nickname was Faga. If you are Haitian, you know what that means. Her nickname was Faga. I won't say her last name, but her real name was Farah. But her nickname was Faga. And I'm gonna tell you this: most beautiful, angelic, dark-skinned black woman you'll ever meet in your fucking life. I have never said that. You'll very rarely hear me say something online about an ex of mine that I was fucked up with. Because most of the girls that I've dated and I've had long-term relationships, they would have did everything for me. I had this one Italian girl named Katie. This chick, she took me to 3 different DMVs so I could get an ID, so I could get on a fucking plane. I could go to Arizona one time. And we spent the whole day doing that. She spent her gas up and everything. You know what she told me at the end? She said, you don't owe me nothing. What time we got to be at the airport so we can get you out of here? Every time she needed me after that point, I said, whatever you need. I had my Haitian baby mom. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Held me down no matter what. We had some other internal problems. You know what I'm saying? We was just too young to be dating and shit, really, when you think back about it. My ex-girlfriend, my last girlfriend, I was with for 7 years. We had some little small internal problems or whatever, but overall, we both loved each other. It hurt both of us when we broke up, but it was just the odds were this day at the time, and I was making a different move. She was going in a different direction, so that's what it is. To this day, I still love all 3 of them women. You understand what I'm saying? If they showed up right now and said, yo, I need your help on something, it ain't even a conversation. You understand what I'm saying? They know I got them. But my point is this. When you get these women that are online, I'm going to circle back to that are not like women like that, and they try to represent women as a whole, it's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Or when you get suckers like that to jump in, he said, Yeah, he said at first, he said, Americans never understand me. Nigga, there's Americans that speak French, you stupid motherfucker. That's why I said you ain't never been nowhere, huh? You an assumptionist. And I don't like assumptionists. Your son is Haitian? Carrie Clark. That's what's up. No, my daughter's mother was. She was beautiful though. Everybody said that. I had white people who say she's beautiful, black people say she's beautiful, Latin people, everybody would say she was beautiful. Everybody. Because she was. She was like a little black porcelain doll. That's the best way I could explain it. She was fucking beautiful. And she never needed makeup. You'll very rarely see like Haitian girls that are trying to be American, or Haitian girls that are trying to be Canadian, or Haitian girls that are trying to be English or whatever, whatever. They'll wear makeup. But real Haitian women, like straight from the countryside and shit like that, they don't wear no fucking makeup. I don't know what she is. I think she's with her husband or boyfriend or whatever. This was many years ago when we broke up. My daughter's mother, and then my ex, who was also foreign, like she was born and raised Muslim. I guess she went on her own too. You know what I'm saying? Like my life is very different than a lot of these people in here. I worked at a record label since I was 20 something years old, early 20. And so I was always moving, I was always traveling, there was always something going on. So I really, when I was getting into these relationships, like I can be real with myself, it wasn't the time, it wasn't right. The girls always knew I had their best interest in heart, and they always knew they could count on me. But at the same time, I was moving everywhere. You know, like one time I never, like this was when T.I. got out. We went to Miami, stayed in Miami for like 4 days, came back for like 2 days, and then on that following Thursday, we were out again, and this time we going to Atlanta. Then we was in Atlanta for the whole fucking to the next Tuesday or something like that. So that means that was 8 days I was up out of the house. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you ain't got a bitch that can understand that, that could be some issues. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a chick that's understanding. That's why I always pick a certain type of archetype of woman. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I always pick the same archetype of woman. I don't pick no loudmouth chicks. My loudmouth chicks are usually the chicks that are my platonic homegirls. I ain't never did nothing sexually with them. That's the chicks you got to worry about, because them chicks love me in a different way. Like if you a chick and you fucking with me, I have one chick that works at the courthouse. Literally, she's armed and licensed to carry. I have like I think like at least 10 or 12 homegirls that are licensed to carry. I always make sure I keep homegirls like that. You know what I'm saying? Because bitches be getting loose. So, all right, bitch, we'll see how tough you really are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. Um, but yeah, I've got like 10 or 12 without exaggerating. It might be a few more than that, but like 10 or 12 of them that's licensed to carry. And one of my homegirls, she literally works at the courthouse, and she's licensed to carry in her position. I ain't gonna tell you what her position is, but she's licensed to carry. Shit, I'm trying to think who I just have a lot of. I ain't gonna put too much on the street, but I got a lot of do dirty bitches, because what it seemed like to me, men, I don't never really get in arguments with men, but bitches be coming out their mouth so many times. And so I always keep a lot of chicks around me sometimes or whatever, because they'll slide off on the dude too, type of bitches I fuck with. But please believe that. You know what I'm saying? They'll slide off for you too. A nigga learned that one when he got busted in the back of the head with a Ciroc bottle. I was like, God damn, don't hit him again. He ain't say that much comment. I had to grab the bitch and everything. She's like, nigga, who the fuck you talking to? I was like, oh shit. I swear to God, my homegirl hit it with a Ciroc bottle. If you know how thick a Ciroc bottle is, nigga, you go on the phone. That nigga said, oh shit, I'll talk to y'all later. Like dead. I've seen niggas get hit with bottles and that shit break. That shit had a dip. You know how I got that dong sound like that? That dong sound like that or whatever? That's what it was. I'm not your motherfucking uncle. Your mama had you when she was 13. We ain't starting that shit over here, nigga. Anyway, listen, you looking for a mentor or something like that, go over there and talk to your real uncle, nigga. I ain't uncle. I ain't your buddy. I ain't here to give you motherfucking direction and shit like that. I've been a stepdaddy many times in my life, and that shit is over. I ain't nobody's stepdaddy. All right, so if your mama had you when she was 12, 13, 14 years old, you tell that bitch to go get her brothers and her cousins and all them, get them to talk to you. All right, I ain't here to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, help out no stepkids and shit like that. Don't nobody help me. Only two people that came in here and helped me as far as donating and nothing like that. And all y'all been sitting here is motherfucking the old gal. She donated to me before I was even live. That's why I'm having this show. And motherfucking what's her name? And motherfucking Ahmad L. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So don't be coming up my chat room acting like you just say whatever the fuck you want to say, nigga. You ain't contributing to the cause. Fuck all that shit. Yeah, I'm about to brag, nigga. Who ain't? Who ain't? I look like I'm walking and talking bad decisions. That's so. I look horrible for real. I do. I look horrible. Well, I need to shave or something like that. You said I look bad decisions. I don't know. Let's see. Bad decisions. I worked at a record label for 17 years. I live in one of the most opulent areas in Connecticut. I be at almost every motherfucking trial you could think of, including Jonathan Majors, Donald Trump, and Puff. I got a shitload of motherfucking star friends that I know to this day. Let's see. Yeah, I'm bad decisions. I'm trying to figure out what the bad decisions are. I live in a place by myself. I'm trying to figure out what are the bad decisions. I'm trying to figure that out. What are the bad decisions? Huh? It sounds like you are one of them particular niggas that likes to hate on people. And that's cool, bro. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You've been here 4 years and got 0 subscribers. No, it looks like you part of bad decisions. The decision you should have made was, hey, I can make some money off this app and put some work in. You lazy motherfucker. It always be them lazy niggas. What did he say before he left? Honesty by yourself. Some nigga said, honestly by myself. Let me tell you something, right? That's when you know you dealing with a bum ass nigga right there. That's when you know you dealing with a bum ass nigga right there. Let me tell you something. I used to bring when I used to live in my condo, right? Let me go into this one real quick. Yeah, exactly. Let me go into this real quick. When I used to live in my condo, I had a balcony, all that shit, dishwasher, all that shit. My place was nice, right? And so I remember when I first moved in there, I brought this girl over to my crib, right? Who's this Inspector Google? Who the fuck are you talking to? Inspector Google. It says pending. What are you talking about, sweetheart? Hold on, let me get this goofy out of here first. It says pending. Hold on 1 second, Alyssa. I know what you're talking about. Hold on 1 second. Talking about, I don't know if you're talking about pending on the Cash App or whatever, but you said it says pending. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? But you know, if you hitting the Cash App or whatever, it should go through. I don't know why it says pending. Because sometimes it'll be me and I gotta allow it to come through on my end, Alyssa. So if you're trying to send a Cash App or something like that, just let me know because I don't want people to, you know what I'm saying, miss your motherfucker. What's the name? No, you better look again. Yes, I seen you at the trials. Thank you very much, Gilly. I'm reading some of your comments. You said you were a stepdad many times. Now that's a bad decision. No, that's not a bad decision. Let me tell you something. I get what you said. It's a bad decision. Now you better not be out here sipping trying to be a stepdaddy now. Shit. But at one time, let's take it back. Let's say I think stepdaddies ended around about like 2014. That was the last batch of stepdaddies. That was about the last batch of stepdaddies, about like 2014. Niggas said, nah, this shit over. You know what I'm saying? This shit over. Ain't nothing coming up out of this shit. Only thing I'm getting is I'm sitting with this bitch for like 8 months, and then all of a sudden her baby dad pop out the blue like fucking Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy. Hey baby, I'm home. Now you Tyrese, you know what I'm saying? You just a baby boy, riding the bike and shit. Don't have nobody calling on my phone. Anyway, listen, right? I feel you, my nigga, trust me. But like 2014, that was definitely the cutoff point for what's the name. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing in there, Alyssa. I don't know when you sent it, but I didn't see nothing in there. Give me a second. I'll go look again after I finish this comment real quick, baby girl. But and thank you too in advance if you did. This is the funny thing though. Like being a stepdaddy, son, can get you in some real gunfire nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because some niggas, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas, they can't take that they broken up with. Some niggas can't take the fact that, yo, you just did 5 years and you coming home talking about, yeah, baby, I'm back. That's the funniest nigga. That's that Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy. Hey, baby, I'm out. You got that shopping bag suitcase. That ain't my shit. That's just other niggas. That shit is funny as hell to this day. I got this from another vlog and that nigga with the crown on his head. But that shit right there is funny. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there to this day is funny. This nigga used to have a little shopping bag. Every dude, listen, every dude that been there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like I done had my little stint one time. I had to stay with a bitch while my place was getting ready, right? I was doing finalization, closing calls, and all that shit. So, yo, I had I had that shopping bag suitcase. How many real niggas in here? At least one time in your life, you had that shit. You know what I'm talking about? That. You ain't a man if you ain't had one time in your life you had the shopping bag suitcase with you. And don't come in here lying talking about, no, I didn't, no, I didn't. That's like a motherfucker living in the projects talking about, we ain't never had roaches. Yes, you did, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? So, what was that? Being a stepdaddy, man, in 2025 is a dangerous bid because the girls, this would happen when niggas was having babies by other niggas and then they would link up with another nigga, niggas still had the gentleman quality in them where they'd be like, yo, nigga, I appreciate you looking down. You know what I'm saying? It like, what was that movie where fucking Tupac in it? And him and what was the movie where he was driving the mail truck with Janet Jackson? Y'all remember that movie? I'll give you a perfect example. In that movie, him and Tone Loc, God rest his heart, both of them. It's hard to believe both of them are passed, and they both were in that scene. But in the movie, Poetic Justice, that's the name of it. Poetic Justice. There's a scene when Lucky go over there. Yeah, Poetic Justice. Lucky go over. Remember that scene? Lucky go over there and visit his baby mom, and then Tone Loc come over there too, and that's his baby mom too. So them niggas is man cool with each other. And so they go over there to see their kids or whatever. This bitch laid up in the bedroom with yet another nigga. They both whooped the nigga. They both whooped his ass. But they both got a baby by her. You get what I'm saying? So like back then, you know, like you could talk with a baby father. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, yo, listen, dog, I'm gonna be around and everything like that. And they would have either have respect for it or not have respect for it. Nowadays, these super hyper emotional ass niggas, now you're gonna have to shoot the whole house up with the kids in there damn near. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga's gonna do whatever he can. He gonna come through, he gonna bring his crew through, whatever he can to intimidate you. So if you do fuck with a chick that got kids, first thing you got to do is be prepared to have that financial situation where if it's a dangerous situation, move that bitch up out that neighborhood. I always tell niggas that you can't really do nothing for a bitch to live up in the hood, nigga, unless you can move up out the hood. And how do I know? Because I done did it twice. You understand what I'm saying? There's hoes right now that can tell you, I took them out the hood and brought them down, two of them. I took them out the hood and brought them down by the beach. And they ain't gonna tell you nothing different than that. You understand what I'm saying? I did that twice in my life. I'll snatch a hoe up real quick. Come on, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you something better. I wish I could get that thoroughly in a New York chick, but New York bitches, they do not want to leave New York. It's very hard to get New York women to leave New York. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stopped dating girls in New York like that. Cause I'm like, all right, I got girls I, play, have a little fun or whatever. But for the most part, I don't date girls in New York no more because one, New York girls are cool and everything like that, but they always want to do everything that's in New York. Like you very rarely find a lot of girls in New York that want to move around, go do something different or whatever until you start getting to a bitch that's like, I don't know, 50 something. That's when they start slowing. I'm talking about late 50s, they'll start slowing down New York. We always moving. So it's like, and then the other thing is, like you can't really take too many girls in NY seriously nowadays. Like bitches will be fucking you, fucking five other niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's a big city, you got a lot of choices. So I don't particularly like. I got girls in New York I keep as friends and shit like that. But when it comes to taking somebody serious and staying with them, it would be like I take a chick from Queens seriously. You know what I'm saying? I will do that. I'll say out of that. I'll take a chick from Staten Island. No, not Staten Island, Long Island seriously. Because they're more similar to like where I live at. And I'll take a girl, depending on where it's from, in Connecticut seriously. But most New York girls, you do not. New York is the worst place, and it's on document to date. It's one of the worst places in America to date, and because the women they have so many choices. Like it's so much shit I could tell you, but it is what it is. Hi, I'm in Uruguay. Uruguay. I know where you at, dog. You need to learn how to spell Uruguay, though. And that's South. And tú sabes español, ¿no? Oiga, pana, pai. And tú sabes español, ¿no? Hablo conmigo, tú sabes español, ¿no? Ese que es contigo. Anyway, that was the whole point I wanted to say about that. Being a stepdaddy, this ain't what it's cut out to be no more. So now I ain't trying to be no motherfucking stepdaddy. Fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women out here that oh, que tan bueno, yo soy la cubano, la moreno ahí, tú sabes, creo que sí, yo soy la gente ahí, entonces sabes, porque cuando yo hablo en inglés, porque la, toda la gente ahí, tú sabes, ahí sí, yo soy la cubano, la moreno, pero tú sabes, la, toda la gente ahí, tú sabes, en blanco, la negro, tú sabes, el americano, esto porque yo hablo en español, es porque ya, esto porque yo hablo en inglés, entonces sabes, pero yo hablo español, tú suelas aquí, siéntate por el momento, tranquilo, tranquilo, tú sabes, yo hablo con la amigos ahí, pero en casa, pero tú sabes qué más. Huh? Because it's my culture, that's how. I love when people ask me that shit. No, man, I'm black and half Cuban, dog. I speak both. You know what I mean? It's like, for real. And I speak a little bit of French because of my daughter's mother. I was with her for a very long time. So I learned how to speak French around them. A little bit of, sí, yo soy la cubano. I learned how to speak French around them. Not as well as I know how to speak Spanish by any means, but I learned how to speak a lot of French around them and learned a lot of Creole and customs and things like that because at one point I was like, I was around them all the time. Like I met her because we were staying upstairs from her. You understand what I'm saying? Like our apartment was upstairs, and I came downstairs one day, and I seen her in the hallway the first time, and I was like, "Damn, she's kind of cute." ¿Qué tú tienes? Eco olvidando, ¿entiendes? No, no, no tengo, no tengo, no tengo. Es dispensary. No, no tengo, no tengo. Yo no tengo hierba, entonces sabes. Porque yo no quiero problema con la policía, entonces sabes, porque yo no fumaba hierba, nada, entonces sabes. Yo fumando un cigarrillo. Ellos tienen una cerveza aquí, pero no tienen la fumar, no hierba, nada, entonces sabes, tranquilo, ¿ah? No droga ahí, entonces sabes. Yo sé, suave, pero en la vida. Enchable. Salud, salud, amigo. Salud, salud, salud. Oh, el tuyo. Ok. Esto es porque yo sé. Yo no quiero. Tú tienes la bodega. Ok, está bien, está bien, está bien. Entonces, tú sabes, tú tienes la guía. No tengo, no tengo, no tengo, no tengo. Tú sabes, la policía nada más ahí, tú sabes, porque yo no tengo hierba, nada. Pero tú tienes la bodega, está tan bueno, cambio. Está tan bueno. La gente, salud, gente, salud, salud, salud. But anyway, long story short, though, what was I talking about here? I was talking about something for a minute. I was saying something about, oh yeah, the Haitian shit or whatever, whatever. So I came downstairs one day and I seen her. She was coming out the doors like damn near the same time. And so I was looking at her. I was like, damn, she fine as fuck. But like I said, she dark, so I couldn't see her. I ain't gonna hold you. She dark, so I couldn't see her. And it was nighttime, so I was just coming down the steps. So the second time I saw her, you know how sometimes God just makes shit happen? So she was coming in the door and I was going down the stairs. It was a set of stairs you got to walk down. So shout out to 24 Brewery. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I had to walk down the steps. And when I walked down the steps, I walked into it. We just started talking one day. And one thing led to another. Next thing I know, I'm on this whirlwind with this Haitian woman that I'm completely this head over heels. She was truly the first girl I was ever in love with, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't know how to handle it that well. It was some things I could have done. But I was a young man. I was like, fuck, I was like 18, 19 when I was with her. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, yeah, man, I've seen her 2 or 3 times. I saw her when I first came back to Connecticut from New York after the pandemic. And I went out there and I seen her in the store and she still looked the same. And she has 2 other daughters. She had 2 other daughters, probably like 2 or 3 years after my cha. Están bueno para, tú sabes. Yo como ese, como dije, cha. But anyway, Yeah, I was with her for a while. I loved her. I cared about her. I'm not a problem with saying that. How much I really, really adored this woman. I adored my ex. I adored my other ex, Katie, very much. So I had some good women in my life. I've never had any bad women in my life, particular, except for one situation, and that was it. And that motherfucker was a chameleon, like for real. Like that was a real chameleon. But I can honestly say, and all my what's the name, I usually pick good women. Now, if you talking about side bitches, shit like that, that's a different story. Even girls I dated with kids, they were they usually were good. I had one friend that turned girlfriend that it should have never turned like that, and she had a kid, and I think it weirded out the kid. That's why the kid was acting like that, because the kid knew us as friends. You understand what I'm saying? So when now I'm singing over there, slinging D, to the mama, you know what I'm saying? See, guys, he lost his tooth because of Big P. Yo, what type of nigga writes some shit like that? That's crazy. Y'all niggas is fucking crazy, bro. Yo, you gotta get flagged for that, my nigga. I'm sorry. You can't be writing shit like that. That's why I said niggas that write shit like that, you'll fuck around and take some pussy for a woman. Niggas like that will literally take some pussy for a woman. Y'all real niggas know what the fuck I'm talking about. Niggas that write shit like this nigga wrote on my shit, see guys, he's missing a tooth because of my big P. I'm like, who the fuck writes some shit like the fuck is wrong with you? You still here? Because I just blocked you. If you still here, nigga, don't ever come back here, nigga. This is what I'm talking about. This is weird ass niggas, man. What did he say? The nigga said, yo, I'm gonna read you what he said. Y'all can't see it because he erased it, but I can see it. The nigga said, matter of fact, here. I'm gonna take a snapshot of it because I know y'all niggas ain't gonna believe he wrote this shit. So let me take a snapshot of it first. And I had to report this nigga. This nigga wrote, he said, see guys, he lost his tooth because of my big P. The fuck do you mean by that? Don't you notice there's a whole bunch of niggas that keep coming in my chat talking shit like that? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Y'all boys. Don't you get it? You boys ain't supposed to be talking like that to other men. It's not a joke. It's not funny. And some men will beat the living fucking shit out of you. You motherfuckers been around your mammy for so fucking long that you try to play games like your single ass mama try to play. That's why I don't like you little motherfuckers is raised by single mothers. You don't know how to act and you have no fucking respect. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. If you writing some shit like that in somebody's chat room, let me be advised of something. You're going to slip up one day and think some nigga that's 34, 35, 40, 45 is into that goofy shit that you into in this new age shit, and these motherfuckers going to beat your fucking head in. Trust me on this. Get that shit up out your system. Niggas ain't out here playing, dog. Fuck is wrong with you writing some shit like that? Yeah. Wrote in my chat room, I swear to God, and I took it. And when I'm done with this, y'all go over to my community section. Matter of fact, I could do it from here. What am I talking about? I'll be forgetting I got two devices. Hold on. I'll show you my damn self. Give me 2 seconds. Only thing I gotta do is just go in my own chat. What the fuck am I talking about? Hold on 1 second. I want to show y'all what this motherfucker wrote. I'm like, God damn, dog. Really? Niggas is writing shit like that now? Give me 1 second, y'all. All thing I gotta do is just go in my chat. That's all I gotta do. Give me 2 seconds. I'll put it in the community section so y'all can see it. Give me a second. Where is that motherfucker at? You piece of shit motherfucker. Where's he at? Yeah, he tried to delete it. Yeah, there it go right there. Hold on. So y'all know this is live. I'm gonna pull this down just a little bit so y'all know this is from right now. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it be like that shit all the time, yo. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. That was homie talking about go birds. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it be niggas like that all the time writing shit in the chat room like they crazy. Hold on 1 second. Where is it at? There it is. Because they faded out a little bit when you yeah, I'm gonna have to do it like this. Because if I do it the other way, y'all won't be able to see it. Because they faded out a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then y'all understand what I mean on my chat room. Hold on, I'm about to put this in the community section so y'all can see it. Just give me a second. I'm just taking a screenshot of it. It's different to take a screenshot on my tablet than it is my phone or something. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me put this. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put this in my community section. Y'all go in my community section. Y'all see what this nigga wrote. This shit is crazy. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, bro? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that'd be good enough for right there. Hold on. So y'all can see this shit. All right, this is my community section right now. It's just posted. Y'all go look at that bullshit that nigga wrote. Think I'm lying. I ain't lying. That's what he wrote. I don't know what's wrong with them. They get like, I don't know what it is. Like they get off on writing shit like that in my chat room. I got a feeling I know who one of the dudes is. He kind of writes football shit like that or whatever, whatever. But whatever the case may be, I don't know. That's just how they get off. I really don't care. I really don't want to care. If that make any sense, I really don't care. But the problem I have is most of all, if anything, is the niggas feel that comfortable to come over to the guard's post and write shit like that. Like these are men writing that shit. So in my opinion, if you a man writing that to another man, what would you do to a woman? You understand what I'm saying? And that's the problem. I think I'm gonna hold off and talk about Trump on the next one because it's a real long one. I want to talk about Trump, and I want to make that a separate one. And I want to talk about this in depth because it has to do with a lot. And I give y'all the premise of it. There's a lot of women out here that are having hard times and they don't want to admit it. You understand what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, some of you bitches do need a stepdaddy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You understand what I'm saying? You need some help, ho. You understand what I'm saying? We love you, but you need some help. And a lot of, instead of these women running with the fact of traditionally how the world works, you know what I'm saying? Being like, yeah, you might need a man to help you out with that light bill. You might need a man to help you out with that tire getting changed. You got half of these misandrous and lesbians, quasi-lesbians, that hide what by calling other men gay. That's what they do. A lot of these women is gay as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Did y'all just hear me say anything about hating on Trump? You know what I don't like, Will T? Let me give you a word of advice because you look like a dumb motherfucker. Let me give you an example real quick, and I'm not gonna block you because you just don't know. Will T, on election day, don't tell me to relax, and that's where you fucked up at, bitch. Yeah, don't tell me to relax. Don't tell me to relax. When you say shit like that, that's that white supremacy talk. Now you don't tell me to relax, nigga. I just told you. I said, hold on, I'm gonna explain something to you. And this nigga wanted to write back so he could seem like he in control. Like I gotta explain something to you. Nigga, fuck you. I didn't even know the fuck you was in here. You understand what I'm saying? But to write in my chat room, oh, now you gonna disrespect Trump? Nigga, that wasn't even the shit. I was gonna praise Trump because a pure simple fact down in North Carolina, the motherfucker has turned around and gave all those black people down there that was without a home a fucking apartment for free, including the white folks too. But you notice how these presumptuous motherfuckers came in here? Just because I was the color I was, he decided to go ahead and say, oh, you gonna hate on Trump too? Nigga, I'll be in front of Trump Tower. What the fuck is you talking about? You see what I mean? This is the problem you have on here. Y'all saw that, right? I ain't make that up, right? I didn't make that up, right? Okay. Yeah, I've never spoke against Trump, but it's not even the fact of that. It's the fact that you came in, and that's the problem. This what you said. This must be his first time. You never spoke against Trump. If you were an intelligent man, it would have told me in the back of my mind, hey, this is my first time here. I don't know what side of the pendulum this nigga does. Yeah, he was trying to bait me. You got it too, Alyssa. He was definitely trying to bait me. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, you out your motherfucking mind, dog. I'm not arguing with you. Arguing with you about what? I was about to explain it to you. Would have took 2 seconds. No, you wanted to sit there and act like a cocksucker. I'm in the New York City tri-state area, Louis Gwen. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people like that. That's why I tell y'all, don't be scared to get rid of people off your line. If you see somebody that's fucked up, get them off your line quickly because the only thing they're going to do is keep on sitting there. See how I just lost 12 people because I said a curse word? If you were smart, you would have saw this shit says not made for kids. That's because I'm going to curse. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Sorry, y'all. I was like, dog, I'm like literally, you know what I'm saying? You can tell by my accent, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm in the New York City tri-state area, bro. That's what I mean, presumptuous people. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. The whole time I was sitting here and I was throwing my niggas, he had no problem with that. As soon as I said, yo, I'm gonna save the shit for what's the name? I'm gonna say the shit later for Trump. All of a sudden he like, oh, you gonna talk about Trump now? That white supremacy came out of him. You better not talk about Trump the Great. We voted for Trump the Great down here in Mississippi. Wait. Motherfuckers. You better not talk about the Trump. We voted for him down here in Alabama. KKK forever. Let me go on here line and see what these niggers are talking about. We got to be prepared, Maynard. We got to be prepared, Maynard. The niggers are getting powerful, Maynard. I'm sorry. Hell we gonna do, Maynard? Goddamn Darky was over there talking about the Trump. That's how the motherfucker, that elk of that. Y'all understand what I mean by a certain elk of white folks. You funny guy, man. Shout out from the UK. Yo, shout out to the UK, man. I just don't know about where you at in the UK, nigga, because I don't know about coming to England no more. Y'all seem like y'all got some real cocksuckers over there, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gina, I'm sorry you watching this, baby. I'm kind of nervous about coming over there now. And I can't have the with me. Oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I can't have the with me either. Maybe that's why niggas are so loose with their mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what's you from the okay, I got you. So you know the difference of what I'm saying, all right? You know what I mean by West trash and Yorkshire, you know, you get what I'm saying, that Cockney attitude, you know, sounds like half Gaelic, half English, and a touch of British to try to make themselves sound like they classy. You know what I mean? I know these folks. We have tons of people from England in fucking New York City all the time. You from Yorkshire? Could you tell us the demographic of Yorkshire? I know that's you, probably Anton LeVay Atwood, but tell us the makeup a bit. You from West Yorkshire? I just said West. I just said West. What am I making up? I don't mean that you're trash. You could have just been financially, you know what I'm saying, and stayed. But I'm saying I don't make up the shit I talk about. That's where the confusion comes in. They assume that because I guess it was my skin color, whatever, that I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have any, what's the name? It's kind of rough, bro. Yeah. He said, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of rough. There you go. And would you agree that there's a lot of people over there that are on benefits from the government of Britain? Would you agree with that? I'm not saying particularly you either, sir. I'm just saying in the area. Would you say there's a lot of beneficiaries? He said yes. I can't make this shit up. And I don't even know where they're from. That's the whole thing. Like Anton LeVay Atwood, I don't know where the fuck he's from, but I could just tell by his accent and by what my homegirl told me. She said, oh, he sounds like he's from Yorkshire, from the West. That's exactly the first thing she said. That's why I kept running with that. That nigga's never said where the fuck he was from. But based on her and her living there her whole fucking life, I tend to agree with her. I was like, okay. But that's like a welfare. And I know exactly what it is. Y'all motherfuckers over there get it once a week. Am I right? They divulge the motherfucking benefits once a week. They can cut you off at any time. Let me tell y'all on some other shit. If they put you in the housing or whatever, and they take you to go look at an apartment, you say, oh, I don't want it. You don't have the right to refuse. You can either take the shit or they can take you off the fucking shit. Yeah, no, it's not once a month. It's once a week. Many of them get the shit, what's the name? It's either once a week, and there's like three different, like, okay, let me explain for the people that don't know. I know you know, but I'm talking about the people that don't know. There's like three types of benefits that these motherfuckers get over there, right? So the first set of benefits will be deployed to them like every week, all right? Then there's a second set of benefits that they can get that'll come to them that's better, that'll come to them every 2 weeks. That's a little bit more money. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's in the form of quid, right? It's in the form of quid. I think it's in the form of quid because I think that's what most of that area is using now. I could be wrong, but I think it's in the form of quid. So, and then there's a third type of benefit that they can get that comes once a month. That's the one that's the prize for them. You understand what I'm saying? Because that has the most benefits into it. So they got three sets of benefits that they can get over there, unlike they have here in the United States. That's the difference. It's a very vast difference. And even the way that they do that shit over there. Yeah, quids and pounds, right? That's what I thought. I was gonna say pounds secondly, but I could have swore that they provision on using quid. Yeah, above that, because quid and pounds are not the same thing. That's why I didn't say that first. I said they use the quid because the quid is a high definition. And it's 50-50. It's 50-50. Anyway, I'm going to continue that conversation with him. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I guess they do. Because the motherfuckers stay on them for years. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In that area that he's talking about, they stay on them for years. And you notice how I said West Yorkshire? That's how that man who's ever in here, that's how he knew I knew what I was talking about. I wasn't lying. Yesterday they tried to break it down. They was telling me I didn't know what I was lying when I was talking about. Yo, these niggas were over there protesting, trying to burn down migrants' hotels. People, this bitch came in my chat room. You don't know what you're talking about. I said, well, bitch, here it is right here. This is the Prime Minister of England talking about this shit. What the fuck are we talking about? If you get upset with somebody saying the word bitch, you are a bitch. How about that? This is the internet. Everybody curses. You want one of them you want one of them fake ass shows, go over there and talk to one of them fucking chaps, you know? My mom just got done sucking my wiener. I didn't like it at first. Now I can't help but accept it. This is what a man wrote. Y'all see this shit right here? I'm gonna put up another one for y'all. A man wrote this. A man wrote this in my chat room. Do y'all not notice that there's always men in here writing sexual innuendo shit? Any dude like that write shit like that in the chat room, he'll go around and he'll take advantage of a woman. Trust me when I tell you that. He's about 2 points from taking advantage of a woman. Trust me when I tell you this. This is niggas we beat up. We beat niggas like this up. I'm dead serious. You don't write no pornographic shit in here like that about your mother and all that shit. Here goes some other nigga talking about ain't no party like a Diddy party. Why? Because you looking for Diddy. You want a Diddy to bend you over. You want a Diddy to be your boyfriend. You miss the fact that Diddy ain't here no more. You like that nigga in Friday, the third Friday during Christmas and shit. That character Terry Crews played. You sound like that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Tupac. You finer than a motherfucker. You seem like one of them type of niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. My son Damon home right now. All right, Damon. Oh, sweet moist ass motherfucker. The 4th of November, all right? There goes some other nigga named Isaac talking about, yo, all up for me. What kind of man says some shit like that? This is another nigga that wish, if the stories is true, he got sexual frustration because Diddy locked up right now. What's wrong with you boys? You boys had a crush on Diddy for a long time, huh? Huh? We gonna start joking the fuck out of any nigga that comes up talking about all love or some shit like that or whatever, nigga. That it's been 7 months, damn, 6 months now. And you can't think of another. You got to be from the country somewhere. Where you from, Isaac? Write in the chat room where you from so we can make fun of your goofy ass. Where you from? Where you from, Isaac? Where you from? Where you from? The South? Where you from in the South? I bet you from somewhere that ain't even got a fucking bus station, right? Let me see what people find. I'm gonna see what the angle to go with you. You've been here for a year. You got 3 subscribers. This is the most attention you ever got. Actually, I want you to do something. Tuck your legs between your head and dive face first off that bridge on your little small ass town. How about that? Yeah, they need some new material or something. Isaac is from India. Isaac, I don't give a fuck where Isaac is from. Why do y'all always have to point out where y'all from? You know, when I start talking to people, the first thing come out of my mouth ain't, hey, I'm gonna have what's the name that, you know, like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you have to point out where you from, that means that place ain't shit. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. I'm about to get up off here with these niggas because I don't let them get me too tied up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they ain't donating nothing. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't going nowhere. Hold on. Y'all stay here. I ain't going nowhere. I almost forgot to talk about that. This will be at the end part of this is the player section of the show. The player section of the show, huh? So Deb Antney and Tasha K going at it. I don't know why they going at it. I don't know what's going on with Deb Antney and Tasha K. This shit is weird to me. But I'm going to say like this. I think you fucking with the wrong person, Tasha K. I'm going to say it one more time. I think you fucking with the wrong person. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in case you don't know, Waka Flocka Flame, rapper that many of us know, that's his mother. You understand what I'm saying? And Bimmy and her, shout out to Brick Squad. You already know what it is. Shout out to OG Mac Drama. Tell him I said, what's up, West Side, what's happening? Niggas don't know, nigga. I had something done to you. But I'm chilling, though. I'm trying to be a Christian. Anyway, shout out to Mac Drama. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody out there on the West Coast, everybody in Arizona. Like, they don't even be knowing, dog. Everybody in Arizona. Like, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the OG Mac Drama. Shout out to Westside Cali. The people that know me and fuck with me or whatever. Shout out to David, my sister's ex-boyfriend out there in the West. Shout out to my little sister out there in the West Coast right now. Val, what up? Now, this is a funny thing. I done seen Tasha K go around and start problems with people even past the time. Yo, y'all niggas keep telling me I sound like Pop Smoke. Somebody else asked me that earlier. It was like, yo, you from Brooklyn? You sound like Pop. I was like, nah, I ain't that. I ain't from Brooklyn. I just hung with a lot of Brooklyn niggas. But nah, that's my voice. This is my voice right here. Anyway, long story short, let me get into this, y'all. I done seen Tasha K go around and still continue to talk about people in a dirty way, even after she got the settlement from Cardi B, which is weird to me. I would have been like, yo, at some point or another, bitch, shut the fuck up. This is costing you money at this point where you gotta move. Everybody say my accent. I'm not a Brooklyn guy though. I'm not. I be in Brooklyn a lot, and I came up behind a lot of Brooklyn dudes. I think that's why some people think that. But nah, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm not from Brooklyn at all. But I've been around a lot of Brooklyn people, a lot of them. I hang in Brooklyn. I'm one of the few people that went back and forth between fucking Sumner and Marcy both, and new friends in both. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. So like yeah, that part, yeah. I hung in Brooklyn a lot. I had a lot of Brooklyn people. R.I.P. the Monster, he died during the pandemic. And a whole bunch of other people, man, that I knew from Brooklyn. And Brooklyn is definitely a staple for me for food. Oh man, all the good food in Brooklyn and Queens. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You want a good roti, you want a good Jamaican food, you want good West Indian food. It's a toss up between, I'm gonna say, the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens. I'm gonna throw Bronx in there for Jamaican food. I gotta throw the Bronx in there for Jamaican food. Because once you go about 233rd and all that, that's where it begins. That's where the magic began. That's what I'm saying, for real. Never seen those Warriors, bro. Yeah. Like that's some crazy shit. Cause them niggas never used to get in movie about gangs. Oh yeah. I never seen. Let me tell you something. I've never seen that fucking movie. I have never seen that fucking movie in my life. Yeah, see, Brooklyn for Trini food. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. Like it's a toss-up for like Trini, and then it's Guyanese, and then Guyanese food is good, but it's like a 50-50 who making it. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta watch that shit. I'm gonna watch. I've never watched it before. I've never watched that, and believe it or not, I've never watched Coolie High. I've never watched either one of those movies. I gotta watch those movies. But Guyanese, Jamaican, Trini, what's the other one? It's another one too. The Virgin Island niggas. What's some niggas called? I forgot what the Virgin niggas. What is the nigga? The U.S. Virgin Islands or whatever. You find them in like Queens. They be having some good food. Yeah, croissant. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I couldn't name. I know you from Brooklyn. I know you. Only thing, well, you got to be in the hood to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, them. They're like the Virgin Island shit or whatever. Their fish shit be so fuck. Like I like Aki and Swordfish. Like yeah, St. Croix too. But like it's something about those people from the U.S. Virgin Islands and shit like that, and from St. Croix and Cruzon. Those are the other one, Corazon. And some people call it Corazon or Cruzon, either or. Them two places right there, when it comes to fish and like steamed fish or heavily baked fish, that's means like with the whole fucking fish is just like put in full and shit like that, and then it's cooked like that, and then when it comes out, the shit just breaks apart, like the bone, everything. You could like sip through the fish and eat the shit. You can get a head or without the head. Like if you're Latino, like I usually get it with the head because I'll eat portions of the head. Like I won't eat the brain and shit like that, but I'll eat around like the gill part. I eat under the like the what's the name under here, and you know what I'm talking about. Like I'll eat that part. I'll get it with the whole. I don't like when you take the head off the fish or whatever and you have baked it, you taking away like a good like a pound and a half worth of meat. You ain't got to eat the eyeball and all that shit. Some people even like cut it out of there or whatever, but they make that shit so fucking good. That shit, and see, I got me talking about food. I'm supposed to be talking about Deb Antney and shit. Let me go back to Deb because I'm hungry as hell right now. I'm about to fix me something to eat. I've been on here with y'all for 3 hours. And guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. Yeah, Cruzan food is from St. Croix. That's why I said, but I thought it was an island too, like Carazol or Carazon or whatever, because that's how I know. I'm not that familiar with the St. Croix culture or Guyanese culture. I'm familiar with the women. Oh my God. Oh my God. You get one of them. Let me tell you something. You got Jamaican girls like that too. They be straight up Indian, right? West Indians got them too. And what's the other one? Barbados got them too. Barbados got them, and believe it or not, even though I don't want to fucking mention this place because of certain people, even and as a matter of fact, we ain't gonna pitch in that place. Fuck that place. I go over there, that nigga might try to hit me or something. You know what I'm saying? For real, he might try to hit me now. You know what I'm saying? Damn, friends turn enemies. I'm back, y'all. I just had a quick little hiccup and shit. I'm back, y'all. I just had a quick little hiccup and shit. But yeah, he right. Most of it stick with fish, fish, like all kinds of shit like that or whatever. So listen, let me tell this little part because I want to give me something to eat now. I'm hungry as hell. So basically, Deb Antney and Tasha K are arguing. I'm just gonna get my little point right here, and then I'm gonna get up off of here. I think Tasha K, I think with you having a pending fucking litigation that you need to pay off, or you supposed to be in the hits of paying off, I think you need to do that right now. I think Tasha K, you need to stop going around trying to argue with everybody or whatever, and just do your ones and twos. You the type of woman that you got such of a following, you don't even need to say much to keep the people going. No, people are not going to move away from you, that dedicated fan base that you got or whatever, whether you right or wrong. That's up for anybody else to decide. You ain't never said nothing about me, so I ain't really got nothing foul to say about you. But I will say this, based on the history of what we know with Bimmy and motherfucking Deb Antney, and based on the history I done had with motherfucking 10 Brick Squad, I'm just trying to tell you something. I think you might want to leave them niggas alone. Because, see, I was fucking with the Brick Squad niggas for a minute. A minute. A lot of people don't know this. Some people do. I got my start doing this shit with OG Mac Drama, who ironically enough was in Arizona. You understand what I'm saying? I love cookie dough ice cream. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my man's right there. Whatever. He's still out in Erie. You know what I'm saying? Back G and Mac gonna speak well of me. Because we held that shit down. I was doing radio, what's that shit called? Blog Talk Radio. If you go and enter in on Google, put in OG Mac Drama and Davin Lewis, Blog Talk Radio, you're gonna see shit popped up from 2013, 2014, 2015. I've been doing this shit before niggas was doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about you're gonna find multiple ones of them. OG Mac Drama, Davin Lewis, Blog Talk Radio. You're going to find episode after episode after episode, and that's even going to prove to you even more. I've always been the same type of person. So I don't know what you and Deb are going after. I'm going to play this real quick. This will let what was been said, but I ain't never heard Deb like Deb. I ain't never heard you like this. Oops, excuse me a second. I know that. What the heck? I know that I'm definitely playing myself out of character right now, okay? Tasha K, you'll enjoy yourself playing with yourself more than playing with me, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and go for, I really just had to shut myself up. You wasn't supposed to see me pregnant. Who are you to see somebody pregnant and worrying about who I had or what testosterone I got because you don't want me to use it on you, okay? I'm not the rest of these people. Leave me alone. I don't mess with you, okay? And I'm not the one that you're gonna make that dollar off of. You're gonna need that dollar for something else. You wanna play with something? Play with yourself. You'll have more fun. That's that Queen's talk. That's that Queen's talk. What the heck? Y'all can find this in my short section. This is on my channel. Character right now, okay? I know that I'm definitely playing myself out of character right now, okay? Tasha K, you'll enjoy yourself playing with yourself more than playing with me, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and go for, I really just had to shut myself up. You wasn't supposed to see me pregnant. Who are you to see somebody pregnant and worrying about who I had or what testosterone I got because you don't want me to use it on you, okay? I'm not the rest of these people. Leave me alone. I don't mess with you, okay? And I'm not the one that you're gonna make that dollar off of. You're gonna need that dollar for something else. You wanna play with something? Play with yourself. You'll have more fun. So I guess I came from some jargon about at one time or another when Deb Antney was pregnant or something like that or whatever. That ain't the bitch you want to fuck with. I ain't even gonna hold you, Tasha K. That's not the chick you wanna mess with. She from Queens. She's not from Atlanta. She's from Queens, New York. She gonna do you dirty. She still think like a dirty Queens chick. I don't mean like dirty like she filthy. I mean like a dirty, do dirty Queens chick. Let me tell you something. The two chicks you definitely don't want to get into it with is no, I deleted that nigga. I deleted him. He thought I wasn't paying attention. I deleted him. As soon as he said something to you, I deleted him. I saw what he wrote. Something about George Floyd and all that shit. That's why I deleted that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Have I been to Harlem? Nigga, if you don't stop that shit. That was the funniest shit you said in my shit. You better tell Mr. Charles I'm about to come over there and get some more motherfucking chicken, you heard? You better tell Mr. Charles I'm about to come over there, man. Listen, man, I might stop by the Red Rooster or something. It's all about being Harlem, man. I'll be on the east side and west side. What we talking about? You better tell Mr. Charles I'm about to come through there and get a plate if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know Mr. Charles? You know Mr. Charles? Lewis Glenn? You know Mr. Charles? Now Kennedy, it ain't like Mr. Charles's place though. Kennedy good though. Kennedy, I fuck with Kennedy. The shit you fuck with after the club at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They just made the shit fresh. Or if it's like around 1, 2 o'clock in the evening. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a UK nigga, so no, bro. Oh, okay, you in the UK, huh? Oh, okay, that's what I thought you were saying Harlem. You know what I'm talking about? Kids said, oh, yo, they got chicken spots over there. They got KFC over there. Y'all got basically everything we got in America. But anyway, long story short, as far as eateries are concerned, I think y'all don't have a few things. Yo, what's going on in Canada? Y'all welcome here. I just don't like some of them fuck niggas y'all got in Europe or in Canada. But other than that, y'all welcome here. Anyway, let me finish this off because I want to give me something to eat. And I don't want this to be too long because people won't watch it back. But like I said, as far as Tasha K is concerned, I ain't got much to say about Tasha K. I would just say this. All right. One thing. Tasha, you need to watch yourself. You done made a career out of motherfucking talking about people, throwing people up under the bus. And I'm trying to tell you, under this administration and the way society's going, you're not going to be able to do that. I keep telling people that last 4 years that you had right here with Biden, that was the last time to do that shit. There's going to be certain provisions that have changed. You don't see all this shit that Trump is passing right now. That's why I said I have to do a whole fucking live later on about what's the name. Would they laugh at the accent? No, I don't think so at all. You know what I mean? But I have to do a whole we have too many accents here in the United States. We have like there's people from England everywhere. My homegirl Gina, I met her in the United States. I didn't meet her in England. I met her in the United States. But like I said, let me just say this. If I was you, Tasha K, I watch what I was saying to people. I would watch what you do with people. Especially somebody the caliber of Deborah Antney that's got a lot more money than you. Now you can do what you want to and think like the rest of these little podcasters that think they're untouchable because ain't nobody touched them. Because ain't nobody touched them. Because ain't nobody touched them yet. But like I said, I would be careful. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying to you. You understand? That's all I'm saying to you. Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful. That's all I wanted to say. Hey, anything can happen. And like she just be running around. That's the thing with a lot of these podcasts. They just be running around saying whatever come out their mouth because evidently what she said was a lie. Deborah Antney is a stand-up ass woman. I used to run with the Brick Squad nigga, so I know this for a fact. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to OG Mac Drama, many others that was part of that. You know what I'm saying? Josh, what's up, boy? You know what I'm saying? All y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Debbie, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like these people, they know me. You know what I'm saying? Glad you found my Harlem comment funny. Yeah. When you said Harlem, I was like, nigga, that's funny. I'll be all around New York. I subscribe, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, we gonna come back and talk about a whole bunch of other shit in a little while, y'all. I'm gonna give me something to eat, something to drink. I'm thirsty as hell. I need a cigarette. It's been 3.5 hours. Ain't nobody really hitting the cash app. So I'm gonna give y'all a chance to hit the cash app if y'all found what I said. Throw in whatever amount y'all want to. You know what I'm saying? Show some support to the channel because what it shows other people is, hey, this dude's got people supporting him or whatever. If you just do it once a month, twice a month, or whatever, we appreciate it, we consider it, and the funds go to things that we need. And usually what I do is I show everybody on my channel what I do with my funds in a little short video or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Whoever, this go ahead and hit that, man. You know, we did 3-hour shows a day. And this way anybody just be tapping in. It's like, yo, what you saying is good. You know what I mean? Gillian Fate, I want to thank you for being here. Lewis Gann, I want to thank you for being here. Lisa Jean, I want you to thank you for being here. Joshua King, shout out to Canada. Ken O'Brien, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? He said Kennedy Fried Chicken. You can get the fuck out of here with that shit, though. I'm fucking with you. Lewis Glenn, once again, Alicia Jean, I think that's who you were. Who else up in here that I was cool with? Because I got rid of a whole bunch of motherfuckers, too. A couple of came in here talking shit. Tashad, what's going on? Shout out to you. Bro, don't come online to get trolled. You ain't getting donations. Oh, I ain't see that one. I ain't see that one. Nigga said, don't come online. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure we catch him. I ain't see that. Did y'all see that one? Hold on. I'm gonna throw that one up. I'm gonna throw that one up later too. Some nigga said, don't come online to get trolled. You ain't getting donations. That's crazy right there. Wow. I did not see that. When did he come in? You asked. Isaac is from India. That's crazy. Okay, let's get you up out of here. Some nigga named Rambo. Really? Now you got to go. I did not see that one. Oh, sorry. That was the wrong person I just blocked. Hold on one second. That happens. Let's get rid of this goofy, though. This nigga said he from India, so that means he was lying. Shout out to Alicia. Glenn Lewis again. Who else is up in here? Yeah, I just making sure I get rid of certain. Faustine Barksdale. That's cute. Love your soul, sweet. I appreciate it. Scrappy, get better benefits. So, yo, Scrappy wallet. Oh man, nah, we ain't doing all that shit. He was cool though. He started asking weird shit. It's kind of rough, bro. Glenn Lewis, he's talking about the UK, Wexchester, Yorkshire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to the people of Yorkshire though. Ain't nobody shitting on y'all. Just keep having niggas come out of there acting like that's the world, nigga. Like you get fucked up out here talking that silly shit. Well, it really shows how miserable these guys must be spending all their time hating. Yo, I went live this morning at 7 o'clock this morning, don't you know? And I had motherfuckers in here at 7 o'clock in the morning. I went live before at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have niggas trolling. And the only thing I can break it down is because I've seen niggas in this type of situation. Them niggas waiting for you as a woman, Alicia, Alicia, they waiting for you as a woman to go to work so they could turn on that PlayStation 5. That Xbox. And this motherfucker like this all day. Hold on, let me text my girl real quick. The homies over there, everybody over there. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button before I head up out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna hit the Cash App, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Gillian, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Very much. I appreciate that donation. Nobody else, son. Nobody else want to donate to the kid. I get it. I get it. It's all good, baby. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told you. Don't worry about it. A lot of these people, they come over here. Can y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button? I appreciate it. Can y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button? That's free. Nah. I had 10 niggas jump out because I asked them to hit the like button. That's crazy. You see what I mean? I had somebody write into my shit, and that was a fake fucking profile. They wrote in my shit, yo, don't come on here and embarrass yourself for donate. Like that's crazy. You got a whole pile of motherfuckers that's literally listening to podcasters, a part of podcasters that go heavy asking for donations, and you on here trying to circumnavigate and control other people and how they get donations or whatever. That right there is tyranny itself within the culture. That's why I told you, like, it's not that I have anything against African Americans. I don't. It's not that I have anything specifically against FBA people because I don't, because everybody doesn't identify with that FBA bullshit. A lot of these people identify with being African American or black. They don't even want no parts of that shit. What I was pointing out, and a couple of y'all upset, is the fact that how come they're not helping other black people? And if you have a problem with that question, then you're crazy. You understand what I'm saying? The people in Altadena, the people in Pasadena, they lost their homes to those fires out there that everybody just assumed to forget. Like a magical broom came out of the fucking woodworks and said, "Hiffle, whiffle, whiffle, do. Make everything brand fucking new." Like that happened. You understand what I'm saying? So you have a responsibility to go out there and help your peeps. And I don't see niggas doing that. I don't see no FBA niggas out there where it's a tag on them and say, yo, the FBA was out here. So if you got mad at me for saying that or whatever, you don't want to donate to me because I said something about the FBA or we're going to cancel that nigger. Go, fill my guess. I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? The other motherfucking program, I think, comment they got mad at was the fact that I said, yo, I'm not really in tune with having a kid with a black woman, not because a black woman's not good enough or not good looking enough or don't have good DNA. No, no, no. It's way beyond that. It's after you give birth after that 9 months. Look at the fucking environment I'm putting him in as far as comrades for my child to now cling on to. These are some of the most horrible motherfuckers you will see in your life. Look how they act online. They ready to cancel their own fucking people because their people disagreed with them. You understand what I'm saying? These are people that you can't take. I don't know. I can't take nobody like that serious. So for the few people that do donate to me, out of the 23,000 people that follow me, I thank you very fucking much. These motherfuckers, they're so jealous of me from the things I've covered, the shit that I've done or whatever, whatever. Like I saw a bitch the other day. She was trying to copy the same shit I do. The bitch that you shared her shit, she had 832 views. ASAP ain't talking to that bitch. And I told, and we told, now shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't tell too much. Anyway, like I said, I appreciate all y'all. You understand what I'm saying? And I will talk to y'all in a little bit here. I might be back tonight. I might not be. If I'm not, I'll be back with you guys first thing tomorrow. I think I did enough today. I did 3 fucking 3-hour lives and barely got appreciated for it, but it's all good. Guys, make sure you check out the Cash App link right there. There'll also be another pinned link in the description box. Where it said, this is the, I don't know what you saying. This is the what? This is the F? I don't know what that means, man. What does that mean? This is a F. What that mean? I want to just cut the screen off on you. This is the F. This is a fact. This is the fact. I think that's what you were saying. This is a fact or something like that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I try to be normal. I just try to be normal. I don't do no animatronic movements and shit like that. And that's all I ask. I just ask people to hit the Cash App support. Because usually, Alicia, if you new here, we usually move around. I don't do podcasts like this with the wall behind me and shit like. I don't do shit like this. I usually be on the move somewhere. And so the rest of my greater audience, they know that. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason or another, I just can't get that extended to other people, or they just don't want that to happen for you. So it's unfortunate that we got entities from like 5 different podcasts, and there's subscribers in there who will cry and plead and every fucking thing else if somebody come bother them. But meanwhile, they out here bothering and fucking with everybody else. So I don't know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to stay here. We're going to keep podcasting. We're going to keep it moving. I will talk to y'all in a few. I need me a cigarette and something to drink. All right. Salud para la gente latino. All right, y'all.